guys. Just waiting for that to say the green light, ready to go, and we are ready to go. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we are here for another A-League game. Today we've got a interesting clash actually. I'm not too sure how to read this one, to be completely honest with you. Today we're going to be watching on as the Newcastle Jets take on Melbourne City. Now obviously, usually you would have safely assumed that Melbourne City are going to win this one and win this one quite well. But, they haven't been playing that great this year. They currently sit outside of the finals. They currently sit in a position that, you wouldn't normally expect them to be in. So it is very difficult to read them going into this game. Newcastle Jets, on the other hand, obviously people tipped them for last, and fairly so, but they're also coming off a relatively decent draw against the Western Sydney Wanderers, and also before that got a 2-1 win against the Wellington Phoenix. So yeah, I honestly think that this is a difficult game to predict. I will go City for the bounce back here. I will say City get the bounce back, but in the same sense, I just don't think it's as easy as people are assuming. I did say that about Scotland last night against England too. No one listened to me, but guess what, baby? Scotland actually got the win. Jason Sylvester says, let's go. Yeah, should be a good one, though. Should be a damn well good one, this one. I'm really, I'm feeling a good game here. I'm feeling a good game. I do think that City will win. I'm going to go, you know what? I'm actually going to say 2-1. I'm just going to say basic scoreline 2-1. I think that, really, if City don't win this one, if City don't get the win here, then they're really struggling this year on a major level, and there is a lot of problems in their team going forward, and they will have a lot to deal with after this game if they do not get the win. Hold on one second, guys. I'm just getting the comment section up here. Like, a draw is not good enough for them. A draw is not good enough for them today. They just dead set need to get the win and need to get the 3 points. Kilox Mito says hello. Hello, mate. All right, so beautiful day in Newcastle, by the way. Beautiful day. So yeah, like I said, Newcastle obviously coming off the back of a draw with the Wanderers, and I think they sit in second last right now because victory, I would assume, are last. Actually, I'll check I'll check at what the actual ladder is like right now. So the Jets are sitting in 11th. Yes, so the Jets are in 11th. The Victory are in 12th. That's only down to for and against, though, because Newcastle have actually played one more game than the Victory. So that is a problem. So Newcastle do really kind of need to win this one today to prevent Victory from potentially jumping them midweek because they play the Wanderers. Do I think Victory will get the win? Probably not. But the point of the matter is that they can. They genuinely can. Melbourne City, on the other hand, they are sitting in 8th place right now. And they're only, they're a game in front of Sydney already. They're a game in front of Sydney FC. So if they do jump them, they're going to be 2 games ahead of Sydney FC, who do obviously play tomorrow night. So realistically, this isn't really doing too much for Melbourne City. They will jump MacArthur, though. If they get a win here, they jump MacArthur and they will stay in the top 6. No, so this is a really big game. Well, not only just the general factor of it's a good big game, but this is a really big game for Melbourne City because they need to win to jump back into the top 6 here. But they are just about to come out here, guys. Stephen Warren says, go Newcastle Jets. A PS4C Jamie says, hi, BKR. Hello, mate. How you doing? So, also, a big one is that Nazarene can't play today. So, Nazarene can't be playing today for the Jets because, obviously, his parent club is Melbourne City. So, there'd be problems, obviously, if he scores today against his parent club. So, that is a bit of a problem there for the Jets because he's definitely been their best player so far this season. Yes, I think Yule's obviously been great too. I think Yule's done his job as well. But in the same sense, he's not the guy that's distributing the ball. The distribution of the ball is so important for the Jets because the Jets aren't really that well-rounded of a team. They play with a basic 4-4-2 and they need some creativity. They need some really quality distribution. PS4C Champion says, let's go Wanderers from yesterday. Well, they didn't win, did they? It was a draw 2-2. Yeah, it was a 2-2 draw. They were down twice and scored twice, but still drew. So not the greatest of results there for the Wanderers. And, MacArthur still haven't won at home there, so they probably should have been doing something there. But then again, it's not surprising too much. 2 goal of the season contenders. Yeah, Roy O'Donovan's one was pretty massive yesterday too, though. No, not Roy O'Donovan. Jeez, I'm looking at him on the screen right now. Scotty McDonald. Scotty McDonald's one yesterday was just perfectly hit into the top left-hand corner on the volley from outside the box. That was an unbelievable, damn well shot there for the Brisbane Roar. And obviously, they go to the top of the table, but yeah, very good day yesterday across both games, actually. Lots of goals scored across 2 games. What was it? So it was 5-2, so that's 7 goals plus the 2-2 there. So 11 goals scored in 2 games yesterday. Wowee. So here they come out right now. Not many people are there at the game. It looks like it's pretty hot. By the way, I understand what they're saying, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was for the Jets that has come in, just gotten out of quarantine. And he was saying basically it's too hot for him right now and that he can't really acclimatise just like within the first 2 days of getting out of quarantine. I understand because I'm in quarantine right now and I basically live in 18 degrees Celsius or the whole time, or like 16, like 17 degrees. Like it's usually quite cool because the aircon's on all the time. So apparently it's a pretty hot day in Newcastle regardless today, and it definitely will be a bit of a change of scenery when you get out of that quarantine for 2 weeks and you go into pretty decently hot weather. But we're just waiting here for the I don't know if it's fist bumps or whatever to be made, and the game will get going. But let me know what your score predictions are in the chat, guys. I am going Melbourne City 2-1. Could also see them blow this game out and just bang it away. But then again, this has happened a couple of times now where you expect them to do well and they just don't do anything. You know, they went up 2-0 earlier, obviously, against the Mariners midweek, and then ended up losing that game 3-2. If City get a red card, you back in that loss. If City get a red card, you back in the damn well loss. But if City don't get the red card, they probably end up winning this game, to be honest with you. But they have had a couple of red cards this year that have really capitulated for them. One against Adelaide United, and obviously the one against the Mariners midweek. Carol Mavita says Melbourne City 1-0. Fair enough. I just feel like I'm waiting. You know, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I feel like I'm waiting for City to just have that performance, you know? Like, I'm just waiting for City to have that breakout performance to kind of back up from what we've seen previously and kind of be like, oh, wow, wait a second, they're not gone yet. I don't know how long we have to wait. I think I might be waiting all season long, to be honest with you. But, you know, City has the team. City has the team to be favourites to win the whole competition. But like I say all the time, it has to be Kisnobo. It has to be Kisnobo. But Newcastle starting the lineup here. They've got Duncan in goal with Hoffman, Kutrumbus, Bug. Oh, they're playing 5 at the back today. Bogard, Topper Stanley, and O'Toole, with 3 in the middle at Thurgay, Perso, and Ugarkovic. Perso is obviously debuting today, with Yule and O'Donovan up front. So they've got a 5-3-2 going today, which is interesting. Usually they play the basic 4-4-2. But today they're going with the 5-3-2. Jason Sylvester says 2-1 Melbourne City or 2-2 draw. Fair enough. Carl Mavita says, I don't think Kisnorbo was the right manager for them. Look, man, like I've said this all the time, we all heard before the season started there was a Victorian team, they didn't say who, but there was a Victorian team that one of the managers wasn't even speaking to his players. He had no relationship with his players and just did not, get along with them. 1 second. Melbourne City here, their starting lineup is Glover, Atkinson, Reese, Good and Jamison, with Berenguer, Luna and Metcalf in the middle, with Sabaki, McLaren and Noon up front. So, bit of a 4-3-3, which is what they usually go with there. But yeah, they said that there was one team that had problems with their manager, and people were assuming that it was Western United, but I never thought it was Western United. I think the Rudan, obviously, he's always backing his players there. I never thought that Victory was a team that didn't really know what they were doing. They just aren't that good at quality right now, the Victory. And then I look at Melbourne City, and every single game they look lost. Every single game they look like they don't know what they're doing. They can come and win this game, and I still have the same impression of them, unless they win like 4-5-0, which they arguably should be doing. They should be winning this game 4-5-0, but they're probably not going to be winning this game 4-5-0. If they do, fair enough to them. But the point of the matter is they have the talent to be beating this Newcastle Jets team by a significant ton. But because there is this one manager who I definitely believe is Kisnorbo, this team just does not work together as a team. And another thing as well that I'll mention, every time I watch Melbourne City play, I'm so infuriated with Kisnorbo taking off players that shouldn't be taken off. The game against Perth Glory where they lost 3-1, he took off Sabaki at the 50th minute, and Sabaki was easily by far the best player on the field for Melbourne City and the only one creating anything. Took him off, brought on Atkinson, as if Atkinson's going to get the job done instead of Sabaki there. It just doesn't make sense to me. So very frustrating there from Melbourne City. So I'm expecting them to obviously... Look, I don't actually know, to be honest with you. It's very difficult for this Melbourne City team to flourish when they have a manager taking off your best player down 2-1 in the 50th minute. Like, that'll do me. You're down 2-1, you take off the guy who's actually attacking best for you in that day and distributing the ball nicely to McLaren, who obviously had 5 or 6 shots in that first half, but he takes him off for Atkinson. Go figure. Go figure. So that's my frustrations with Melbourne City. And I'd love to hear what your thoughts are, guys. Marianne Douglas says, Blaze, where were you this morning? I was hoping to listen to you while watching the England-Scotland game. Have you another channel? No, I was doing that. I did the Italy versus France game, but then I was very tired because I did a heap of streams yesterday, so I didn't end up going to that one. But I did tell you guys that Scotland could win. I did. No one believed me. Everyone was like, no way. Minus 14.5 for England. I was like, you don't know Scotland. You don't know. They're coming, son. They are looking better. They are definitely looking better. Nicholas Stacey says, are you doing the Raw game on Tuesday? Buddy, what shit kind of question is that, my friend? Of course I'm going to be doing the Raw. I do every game. It's specifically the Raw, definitely. Buddy, gee whiz, man. Buddy, what are you talking about? Am I doing the Raw game? I bloody do every Raw game, mate. I put out the highlight. By the way, guys, if you weren't able to watch the stream yesterday, by the way, the game has started, by the way, 1.5 minutes into the game. But if you guys haven't already checked out BKR clips, the pin comment in the chat, that's where I'll upload all the clips from these streams, the most important topics, as their own little minute, 2-minute clips, 3 minutes clips. But I put up one this morning that was pretty good of all the highlights of all the 7 goals that was scored yesterday in the Brisbane Roar game. So definitely check that out if you missed the stream yesterday. Karen Mavita says, I don't think Melbourne City will do as well as everyone said they would do before the season started. I think that's pretty straight up, to be honest. I think that's pretty spot on already. I don't think anyone could argue that. Obviously, I kept saying before the season started that, Melbourne City were the favourites. I think everyone thought Melbourne City were the favourites. They have the team. But 1, Kisnorbo. 2, no, I think it's Kisnorbo. Straight up. My opinion personally, he could prove me wrong, but I hate his substitutions. I hate the way City look right now. They just don't play like a City Football Group team, and it's very frustrating, even as a non-City fan, to watch this team play, because they choke away leads all the time. Look at the game against Perth. Central Coast Mariners. They were up 2-0. Against Perth, they were the better team in the first half, but couldn't score. Against Adelaide, they couldn't score the whole first half. They kept, that's a handball. It is a handball against the Newcastle Jets. They have dominated every single game, except for the Brisbane Roar game, funnily enough, which is the one they won. The one they won, 1-0, was, a massive struggle for them. They didn't really deserve to get a win there. They got a nice little goal in the 70th minute, but in the same sense, Brisbane Roar dominated them that game and looked the better, but just couldn't get it done. But obviously, we've seen the Roar have gone in the completely opposite direction to Melbourne City, and we look bloody fantastical. Ali Muhammad says, I think Melbourne City will win. You'd hope so, mate. You'd hope so for the City boys. You'd hope so for the lads, because truly, their team should be basically walking in this league, in my opinion. I look at their team, and realistically, I think they should be walking this league. I would say Perth would be if they had a good defense. They would walk this league. If Perth had a good defense, they'd walk this league. But obviously, they have a pretty average defense. Oh, we've seen there by Melbourne City, and the Jets are going to clear that one away. Oh, back to City here. Oh my God, bad touch there. Nicholas Stacey says 5 in a row. Buddy, Brisbane Roar boys are flying, mate. Buddy, flying, son. Flying. Don't forget, by the way, guys, smack the thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. We do every single A-League game. We're doing the game right after this as well with the... I actually am looking forward to that game the most today. Central Coast Mariners and Western United. I'm really looking forward to Central Coast Mariners and Western United. Also, don't forget, I get out of quarantine on Wednesday, guys, so my first vlog will be next weekend. I'm so excited to get back to vlogging again. So excited. Darnell says, I think the Jets would win. I don't know about that, man. I'm not too sure about that. If the Jets win, that's crazy, because, since when has everyone started getting around the Jets? I was the only person backing in the Jets before at the beginning of the season, saying they're not that bad. They'll lose, but they're not that bad of a team. I've been saying that all season, but everyone was like, no, Jets will come last, I was like, no, Victory will come last, And everyone's like, no, Victory aren't that bad of a team. But guess what, son? Victory are that bad of a team. We just saw it yesterday. Brimmer's good. But Victory still are a bit of a struggle of a team. They're not the same team as before. So that's going to be over the top here for the Jets. And wow, Glover. Buddy, gee whiz, he's doing a bit of Federici action there, coming off his line. Bit of sweeper-keeper magician work. Darnell says 1-0. Jets' defense isn't that great to keep City out. City, you've got too good of an attack to be not scoring here, surely. Surely City have a too good of an attack. But then again, they have gone 5 at the back, so that is a very defensive lineup. And that's another reason why I think that it'll be a struggle for Jets to score, because O'Donovan is absolute dog shit. I'm not going to lie to you. Distribution and scoring-wise, he's just not great. And Ewell is just not the guy that you want to rely on as his sole striker. So, he's been good this season. Don't get me wrong, he's been good this season. But in the same sense, who have they really had a test against? Who have the Jets really had a test against? They lost to the Brisbane Roar. That was a test. They lost the Mariners, who I guess you would right now say is a test, but still, I would probably say not really too much just yet. But in the same sense, is what it is. They lost the Brisbane Roar, which definitely has shown to be a test. The only win they had was against Wellington, and Wellington aren't really that great. Wellington are probably going to come bottom 4 this year based on the fact that they're not based in New Zealand. Jets just can't score. Jets can't score. They haven't played the best teams. And this is the worst time to play City. But in the same sense, if this is true about Kisnorbo and the manager, there is issues long term. And that's inside here. They cleared that one away there, Melbourne City, though. Clear it away. Karen Mavita says, which game will be the first game you're attending? I'm pretty certain I'll do Macarthur Adelaide next Friday night in Macarthur. Free kick in Melbourne City. I'm pretty certain I'll do the Macarthur versus Adelaide game, but That is also the night of the NRL fight night with all the rugby league players, which obviously, I streamed the Paul Gallen fight and we did pretty well there. So, I'm confused whether to go to that vlog or just wait for another vlog and smack out a different A-League game that weekend in Sydney. I don't know if there is another game in Sydney that weekend, but hopefully there is. But yeah, that's the night of the NRL fight night, rugby league fight night, which will be really good with Papali going up against... Jeez, I can't remember, but I just know that like Santhade's fighting and all that sort of stuff, so it'll be a very good night there to stream. K Supermanium says, today you're all in blue. Any favourite team you're choosing? Oh, this is Cubbies. This is my baseball team, the Cubs. Oh, chance here, City. This should be a goal. Jamie McLaren here, 1-on-1, and save. That is an unbelievable save there from Jack Duncan. That is a save. McLaren really should have been scoring there. That is a very good save there by Duncan, the keeper for the Jets. And he's had a good season this year, in my opinion. I thought he had a very good game against Wellington. I thought he had a very, very good game. A game with a man of the match performance against Wellington. Duncan's been one of, for me, the better keepers this year. I don't think he's been as 50-50 as a lot of the other guys. Oh, no, that's not a penalty. That's not a penalty. Papali and Benny Hannett, that's the one. Yeah, Papali and Benny Hannett. Aiden Barr says, hi, bro. Hello, mate. How you doing? That was a really nice ball there through, though. Was that Luna? Yeah, Luna passed that ball there through to McLaren. And McLaren puts it at the left-hand side. I think that was the right decision, actually. I just think that was too good keeping, and he was in a bit of a difficult position-wise from the right-hand side. But it was a nice little attack there from Melbourne City. And obviously, Adrian Luna is the guy they should be using to get creative and really move the ball around nicely. And that's exactly what he just did. So he's doing his job right now. But 8 minutes gone here, still 0-0. I think that's something that we haven't really seen so much so far. Oh, Sabaki here inside the box. No, he gets taken away there. You're no Dan Zaki. No Dan Zaki. You are no Dan Zaki. That doesn't really suit, but just take it. You just bloody take it for what it is, mate. Take it for what it is, mate. Carol Maverick says City tomorrow night. Yeah. Aiden Barth says Chicago Cubs playing tonight and tomorrow. No, we don't play. The baseball season doesn't start up until the beginning of March. That's spring training. The actual season won't start up until April 1st, I think it is. I think April 1st is when we start up there for the baseball, but I'm just getting around them, They're my team, so I wear the stuff all the time. And also, because I don't support either of these two teams here, so it doesn't really matter. But then again, Newcastle's blue. I probably shouldn't be wearing all blue here today. Carol says, Sydney tomorrow night. Yeah, Sydney versus Wellington. Should be a good game. I think Sydney win. Oh, no, I think a draw. I funnily enough, think a draw there. Wellington, they're not the home team, so at least they can get a result then, because if they were the home team, they've never, ever won a game as the home team in Australia. So considering that the away team, I guess they'd be more happy about that one than being home. Oh, chance here. No, Newcastle are going to boot this little bad boy away. Top of Stanley here. Newcastle, top of Stanley, through underneath. Good little chance. Oh, what are you doing, bro? He tripped over himself. What's that? That's shocking, mate. That's bloody shocking, mate. That's bloody shocking. So Melbourne City here down the right-hand side. Darnell says, who's playing tomorrow? Sydney FC and Wellington Phoenix tomorrow night. Super Bowl is tomorrow too. I'm weighing up whether to do that or get ahead of my video schedule and just film videos tomorrow. Because I'll watch it, but obviously I don't really have too big of an NFL audience on here. But I guess people would still watch it. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go in regards to doing the Super Bowl tomorrow. But 10 minutes gone here. Dave McLaren, 10 goals in 15 games versus Newcastle. Yes, but also in regards to his season this year, hasn't been that great. Has been the only guy who's really been scoring for Melbourne City, to be completely honest with you. But in the same sense, that's to be expected, and he should be expected to get more goals than he has been already, in my personal opinion anyway. So, Melbourne City here with the ball, just outside the box. Aiki says Super Bowl would be awesome, mate. Yeah, well, I've got it scheduled. I just didn't know, obviously I don't really have an NFL audience, but I think that and about 1 billion people will be streaming that game tomorrow, but I still probably will do it, because I'll be watching it regardless. Marianne Douglas says, really? A draw Sydney Wellington? No, we're on our way back. Yeah, you're a Sydney FC fan, though. I think that it's definitely more likely Sydney FC win. Don't get me wrong. Sydney FC are definitely favourites to win that game. However, I think that Wellington don't look that bad overall. I think that Wellington won't get too many results go their favour this year. But in the same sense, like their attacking has still been really nice, and the defence has just been really quality to prevent it, to be honest with you. That game against the Jets, where they lost 2-1, they should have been up 3-4-0 at first half, but the Duncan was having a fantastic game there for the Jets. Caramavita says, yeah, I do think that Wellington will give us a run, but it will be a tough game. Oh, it'll be a tough game for our team. We all know that Wellington and Sydney right now are, all after last year, Wellington, would be feeling a bit, hard done by after a couple of those games. I think we remember the situations there. They'd be a little bit, sorry guys, give me 2 seconds here. Filming something for BKR Travel. I think they'd feel a bit hard done by, and they obviously want to beat Sydney. Well, everyone wants to beat Sydney, to be completely fair. Everyone wants to beat Sydney, but, chance here. Oh. But I just think Wellington have more to play for right now. I tell you what, though, my grand final that I would love to see, ideally, would be a Brisbane Roar Sydney FC grand final. I think that would be awesome. Reason being is because not only would it be two of the best teams that can be thrown here for Newcastle, not only would it be two of the more prolific teams in history in the A-League as well, but it also would really, capture the Queensland versus New South Wales rugby league fans, and I think they would get behind it just because of the Queensland-New South Wales factor. So I'm really hoping that Brisbane Roar can maintain this season and keep up our consistency, and I'm obviously hoping that Sydney FC get in there too. Ideally, I'm a Brisbane Roar fan. I want Roar to win, but in the same sense, I think that would be an awesome grand final. I think that would really mix it up compared to, recent seasons, even though Sydney FC would still be there, I guess. It would get a great turnout as well. Both teams have fans. Exactly right. Both teams have the supporter bases regardless of the Queensland versus New South Wales factor as well. I don't think Western United being in a grand final would be good for the game right now. MacArthur definitely wouldn't be good for the game because no one supports MacArthur. We've spoken about this many times. They're only a new team. You have to wait 10 years before a team starts to get real fans, you know what I mean? Especially with the youth growing through. That's what happened with the Titans now. The Titans, this is a good year for the Titans to be good because obviously it's been just over 10 years now, and now the young'uns will actually start getting behind this team as their locals because they have been solidly implanted onto the Gold Coast. MacArthur need to wait 10 years. Western United will have to do the same. Wanderers were different because they are a very, very large catchment area and there's a very large ethnic community out in Western Sydney. And obviously the ethnic community is very large with football support, which is why the Wanderers had a very huge benefit to getting that very large support early days. And that's going to be corner here. Corner for Melbourne City. Aiki says, on the topic of NRL, ask me a question at halftime. I will answer that. Ask me the question at halftime. Marianne Douglas says, yeah, I agree. Sydney versus Brisbane would be an amazing grand final. It would be very good. Obviously, I would be there regardless if it's at Suncorp or at ANZ. The video comes out at 6 o'clock. It'll come out at 9 a.m. tomorrow on BKR Clips where I was talking about if Redcliffe would be holding the the finals for Brisbane or Suncorp. I do speak about that from last night's stream. But Melbourne City here with the corner. They're going to whip this one. They're going to whip it in. Chancey! Oh, it's going to come right in the middle of the box, but unfortunately it's not going to be there. Yule's going to be the one to boot that one away. Jeez. The striker's going to be the one to boot that one away and just, whomp it away there. Aiden Barr says, 10 years for teams to get fans. To get loyal, true fans. Anyone who tells me right now they're a loyal, true MacArthur fan is just ridiculous. Same with Western United. Arguably, that's going to be straight to the keeper. Arguably, no, everyone else is pretty fine. Wanderers are really only at that 10-year mark now, but like I said, the ethnic community out there really helped them out. And that's why Melbourne did so well early days as well with the victory. And then that's obviously, counteracted. Hold on 1 second. Yule here. Yule inside the box. He's going to whip this one in. Chance here. Oh, saved by Glover. Oh my God. Went straight to Glover, but in the same sense, that's a strong save by Glover. That is a very strong save by Glover. It went straight to him, but in the same sense, that was a heavy, heavy shot. Donovan here with an absolute banging bloody physicality level. My gosh, but it will be a free kick here, Melbourne City. What was I saying? Victory might need to wait a century after last night's performance. Victory will always have a great support. You go and have a look at their games this year. They still have a quality support to get out to their damn well games. Yes, they looked terrible yesterday. They've looked terrible this season and will continue to probably look terrible this year, like I've said to everyone. But, they will always have a quality supporter base because they were the original team in Melbourne and they were able to latch on to the entirety of Victoria before Melbourne Heart / Melbourne City came in and before Western United, obviously. That's why I find it very difficult to see why a third team in any city is a realistic option. And then someone told me the other night that Brisbane should get a second team. Absolutely goddamn not. Absolutely goddamn not. That is the worst possible thing I could ever think about. Spence1X says, I was at the Raw game. There was like 20 Victory supporters. Yeah, but that's in Brisbane. That's in Redcliffe. I'm talking about down in Victoria. And also, there's obviously a lot of travel restrictions and shit. Well, not really, but there's the threat of travel restrictions, I guess. We'll be offside here for Melbourne City. Even 20 victory supporters at Redcliffe, though, is quite quality for me, in my personal opinion. Especially with, obviously, everything that's going on with the pandemic and the fact that people aren't really travelling at the moment, and also the fact that not every stadium has 100% capacity. 20 supporters is still more than I would expect. But we're not going to get into the expansion discussion today, Aiden, because we do speak about that quite a bit. But it's 16 and a half minutes gone here. It is 0-0 still. Adrian Tanz's halftime goal, I would assume so. I think people are really underestimating how many goals could be in this game. But in the same, City's defense is one of the worst, in my opinion. They're one of the worst. I wouldn't have said that pre-season, but after what I've seen so far this season, they have definitely been one of the worst. I think giving up that goal for that 2-0 Adelaide one was the Mariners game really convinced me their defense is not great. The Mariners game really got to me. I think that game in the first game with the Brisbane Roar, it was mainly down to the fact that Brisbane Roar was still nervous about, I think Brisbane Roar just was still on that precipice of not having an attack. But then obviously we got to go off to a flyer against Melbourne Victory and won that game 3-1, and that really showed that our attack isn't that bad, gave us a lot of confidence, and that's obviously why they're just going bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. All right, so Glover here is going to boot this ball out from the goal line. Aiden Barr says, I feel like it would be Brisbane and Central Coast Mariners grand final. Oh, no way. No, bro. No. You're overhyping the Mariners. I'm not too sure if you're saying that seriously or as a joke. You're overhyping the Mariners, though. If the Mariners do it, well, fair play to them, but no. No way. Just because they're, top of the table now means nothing if you have watched their games. There's no way that, specifically in the finals, firstly, their team is so inexperienced in finals, and as we saw with the Panthers last year, inexperienced in finals, in the grand final, really does come into play. Grand finals specifically compared to finals. Finals are still obviously they're still knockout, but they're not the grand final, right? The Panthers obviously didn't give up a point in the first 20 minutes for 16 games last year, and then in the grand final they gave up 20 points in the first 20 minutes or some shit. The point of the matter is that Mariners would get absolutely walloped in the finals at the moment. They're just not that great. They're not that great. They've won. They've got a comeback win against Melbourne City, but Melbourne City collapsed that game. That was a Melbourne City collapse. They were up 2-0, gave up a goal just before half-time, which brought the Mariners back into it, and then got a red card, which obviously gave the Mariners the win. Without that red card, Mariners don't win that game. It'd probably go 2-2 or even City 3-2. But every time Melbourne City get a red card this year, they look terrible. Usually you see with red cards, it's actually more difficult for teams to score against you because obviously everyone is going even better. Newcastle here away here down the wing. Yule. That's terrible from Yule. Oh, he's still got the ball though. Still got the ball. That's pretty poor. Usually you see when a red card happens, the team with the red card actually plays better. But not with City. They play horrifically. They honestly have so many gaps in their team, and it just looks terrible. So that's why I want to see if anyone has anything to say about any team this year. I only will listen to it in regards to a contending if they've played and beaten Perth Glory, Brisbane Roar, or Sydney FC. They're the three teams right now. I know Mariners beat Sydney FC, but in the same sense, that was in a time where Sydney FC had honestly lost 2 games, or they started off the season very strangely. They just did not look great. I want to see Central Coast go up against a team that can score, like a Perth Glory. That's what I'm really looking forward to. Brisbane Roar and Mariners might equal each other out in regards to the way they play. It could be an easy draw there, 1-1 draw in my opinion. Even though I think Roar are the better team, I think it could be a 1-1 draw there. But I think that overall Perth will wallop them with their attacking, because Mariners' attack is not great. Who they've got again? They've got Matty Simon and Aluqual. And Aluqual's not terrible, but in the same sense, he's similar-ish to Yule in the sense of he gets the job done, but it's not exactly unbelievable. 1 second. The Gunner says, is this the first game between a Vic team and New South Wales team? I'm not sure. Is it? Really? No. Have they? Is that right? Western Sydney Wanderers haven't played. No, they haven't played Western United. I don't know. Maybe. You could be right. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Aiden Barr says Melbourne City has been collapsing a lot. Exactly right. Melbourne City definitely do collapse quite a lot. And that's why it's very difficult to read this team overall. Very difficult to read. Aiden Barr says Victory's attack is bad. Victory's everything is bad, man. Not just their attack. Victory's everything is bad. And they've come up against some pretty good teams this year. They've come up against Western United, who will be good this year. They just need to move on from Marisha. You know, they come on from they played Brisbane Roar twice, and they drew with West United, by the way. They played Brisbane Roar twice and got beaten twice, but in the same sense, like, you know, they got comprehensively beaten in both games. Oh, chance of Newcastle. Chance of Newcastle. No, save. Save by Glover. Marianne Douglas says Matty Simon, the one from Woy Woy. Yeah, buddy, gotta love Matty Simon. You love to hate him and you hate to love him. Love to hate him and you hate to love him. What a bloke. What an absolute bloke Matty Simon is. And he's just such a special guy for the game of football, especially in Australia. You know, we need characters like him in Australia that really just put it all on the line for his team. And especially for a team that has been struggling so much like Mariners in the recent decade. So 21 minutes 45 gone here. It is still 0-0. Don't forget, guys, smack the thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. All chance here for Melbourne City. No, Newcastle will clear that one away. Aiden Barr says Federici was good too last night. Federici was good. The first goal. Sorry, was it the first or second goal? The goal that obviously was hit on the counter where he was sweeper keeping, you know, when he was off his line, you know, that wasn't really his fault in my personal opinion. I think that that was just how he plays, and unfortunately the defense wasn't able to get back, and it was just a breakaway, and he couldn't do too much about that. Just a poor play out the back by MacArthur. So I thought Federici was good last night, and obviously that goal where it should have been a goal, where it hit the post in the end by, I can't remember who shot the goal, who shot it. Can't remember who came rocketing through there for the Wanderers, but he came rocketing. Oh, it was Tate Russell. He should have put that in the back of the net. But besides that, it was a good little performance there by Federici, yeah, despite giving up 2 goals. But the 2 goals were both fantastic goals. They were both fantastic goals. The Jets out to the wing here. Ali Muhammad says, do you think FC Sydney will win Wellington? I think it'll be a draw, but I think it'll be very close. And I think Sydney FC are definitely the favourites to win that game and deservedly are favourites. Like, deservedly favourites. But I do think Wellington will give a good account for themselves. We all saw that could have easily been a draw in that early Sydney FC versus Wellington game early this season when it was 2-1. CK Vibe says, what team do you think has the best defence in the A-League? Right now, it's tough. Everyone doesn't really, like, everyone's got pretty decent. I'd probably say Wanderers or MacArthur. I know it was 2-2 last night, but you look at most of their games this year and they're all pretty low-scoring ones. I'd probably go Wanderers right now. From what I've seen so far this year. They don't give up many goals at all, but they don't score many goals too, which is the problem there. That's the big problem. All right, so Melbourne City here. Sabaki, just outside the box. Sabaki's not done too much today. Nikhil says Melbourne City. You get my Melbourne City, mate? Daniel Ong says, do you think Jets will win? No, I think Melbourne City win. Here. But Jets aren't doing terrible. They're just not doing anything, really. Like, they're doing fine defensively, but they're not doing anything in regards to the attack. Like, they're not getting any creativity going. They're not kind of doing anything that makes me threatened to see, you know, to think that they could obviously be, I guess, you know, obviously scoring a goal or anything like that. I can see them holding out for a 0-0 to be completely fair to you, but no, I'm still backing in. Wow, Southeast Melbourne Phoenix are flogging the Hawks. Aiden Masters, do you think the A-League need more South American players? Bingo, 100%. But ask me that question at half-time and I'll speak more about it. I said this the other day, actually, briefly. I didn't really go into it too much, though. I put a clip up of it on the BKR Clips channel, but I didn't get to go into it too deeply because I was in the middle of a game. So ask me at half-time. Marianne Douglas says, best defense, definitely not Glory. Definitely not Glory. Definitely not Adelaide United. Definitely not... No, I'd just say those 2 teams are really the worst. Oh, and Victory. You know, those 3 teams there. Joe Jiang says, hopefully we'll have a goal in this half. Well, geez, Glover nearly gave that ball up to Yule there, and Yule nearly put that in the back of the net, but it's going to be Melbourne City here breaking on the right-hand side. Only 20 minutes left here this first half. You're looking a little tight if you need that goal in this first half. Oh, still going to come away for City here, though. Jets have been pretty good defensively. I'm not going to lie. They could obviously concede right now. He whips it in. That's a good chance here. Oh, man. McLaren should have scored earlier, but it was good defense. It was good keeping by Duncan. It was good keeping by Duncan. Oh, that's a great ball from Noon there. Oh, penalty. Penalty, maybe? No? No, he's not calling a penalty there. I thought they were going to give that a penalty, but no, he will just get taken. He will just trip up there. He will just trip up. 2 seconds, guys. Sorry, that's just a video I'm doing for BKR Travel. So 26 minutes gone here, still 0-0. Nothing really happening just yet. Isaac Rich says, Blaze happy with the Raw this season. I am, mate. I am. There we are looking the goods. But I still want to play Sydney FC or Perth Glory. I will be vlogging the Sydney FC versus Raw game in a couple of weeks' time. Because obviously I get out of quarantine on Wednesday. But I'm very excited to see Brisbane Raw continue. But we need to play a really good team before I can really, lock that one in. Because the only half-decent team so far we've really played was City, and we lost that one, and City still haven't been that good this year. So I do reserve my judgment for when we play a team like Perth Glory who can score damn well goals, but we can also score goals against their defense. It'll be a very interesting game there, especially with how the form of Wenzel Halls right now. Wenzel Halls is just scoring every game. He's looking ridiculously good right now. Like, yes, a couple of the goals he's scored should have been saved by the keeper, but in the same sense, he's still putting the ball into an area it can score. Aiden Barr says, Japanese players are doing decent, but Honda was not doing well when he was in the A-League. Honda was past his prime, though, man. Like, Keisuke Honda was past his prime when he was coming to the A-League. He was still not terrible, but... Oh, that was poor from City. But he wasn't as great as people expected him to be, no. Isaac Richie says, I'm going to a few games this year because they play a lot of games near me. Well, there you go. You live in Redcliffe, do you? Well, Redcliffe is the home ground now. It's not at Suncorp. The only time they'll play at Suncorp is if it's a grand final or... a grand final or probably finals. I don't know. It depends. It depends. I'm not too sure what they'll do in regards to finals. I know grand final will definitely be at Suncorp, but the home stadium right now, just in general, is Redcliffe because we all know Redcliffe. I'll leave that. The BKR Clips has a video coming out at 9 a.m. tomorrow that explains, the Redcliffe situation alongside the NRL potentially having a team there. And that's why Brisbane Raw are smart to go to Redcliffe. Very smart. Ali Mahmoud says, what do you think about Manchester City versus Liverpool tonight? Man City, mate. Man City. So, 2 minutes to go here. It's all the 30-minute mark. 28 minutes gone here. Oh, that's going to be a free kick, maybe. No. Wow, good tackle, apparently. City are going to bring this one away here. They can pass this ball down the right-hand side and break away here. Newcastle really also, this is a big reason why I don't think Newcastle can win today and score, is because Rami Nazarene has been their biggest creator this year. And he obviously is on loan from Melbourne City, so his parent club. And he can't play against his parent club. But Newcastle Jets are away. As I say this, they go down the wing. They're going to cut back on the inside here. Is he going to cut back? He's going to cut back. He's going to have a chance. Oh my God, it's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. Yule, or maybe not. There could be an offside here. So Yule's not offside. But the player, I think O'Donovan might be offside here, and he obviously is in the middle of where the ball goes in and the keeper. I'm pretty certain that this is going to be offside. I'm pretty certain that this is going to be offside. There's no way that this could be a goal here. I think O'Donovan knows it too, and I think Yule knows it too. VAR will be coming in here, and I think VAR, it's going to be offside. Yeah. Good call. Very good call there. I don't know why the Jets fans are booing. I think it's pretty obvious that is an offside there. Not that Yule was offside. Everyone inside the actual play was onside, but unfortunately, when Yule he's clearly interfered with the play there. Oh man, yeah, that's tough on the Jets, to be honest with you. That's really tough on the Jets because I think that goes in the back of the net regardless. That's a close call, actually, because that ball has already gone past Glover by the time O'Donovan was offside. But before he interrupted the play. So that's a tough call. That's actually a very tough call there. They didn't go to the VAR, really. Well, they are checking the VAR now. The on-field refs have called offside. VAR is checking this right now. The ball had already gone past Glover before O'Donovan interfered with the play. So this could honestly be a goal here still. This could be a goal here. Yes, Aiden Barr. Yes, I do. On BKR Clips. Not on BKR Sport. On BKR Clips. And it is going to be offside. They will call offside here. Very tough call, though. Very tough call. Captain says, how is that not a goal? Okay, so basically, man, Yule wasn't offside. So the ball comes into Yule, and then obviously he heads it down, and it goes like it's at Glover's hand, right? The only reason it's not a goal is because O'Donovan is front of is offside when Yule takes his shot with the head. So Yule then, when the ball's going past to Glover, O'Donovan then interferes with play by running straight into Glover. Now, the argument that they are arguing was that the ball had gone past Glover's hand, but in the same sense, he's in an offside position and already here by the time it's at his hand, so he's being distracted by the offside player. So that's why it's classed as offside, and I can understand it. I can also understand if they gave it a goal, but I think the right decision was probably made there. But it is a difficult one. It is definitely down to kind of what you think about where the ball was. And that's what the difficult thing with the VAR is. And that's why no one will always agree with the VAR. Because some of these decisions that get made, they do have to come down to opinion. Now, this one, I just agree with regardless whatever happened. But I think this one was the right decision anyway. I would lean more with an offside there than I would lean with a goal. Kurt says, hello, Blaze. Hello, mate. How you doing? So 31 minutes gone, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. And Newcastle are now with the ball here. They're very unlucky that wasn't a goal, though. Very unlucky. This game has been pretty straightforward at this point. But I'm pretty happy that the Jets aren't going to get beaten as comprehensively as most people thought in this game. I said 2-1 City, but I'm not too sure if I can see 3 goals here. But we all know this year in the A-League, the second half has had the majority of the goals. Yes, I'm aware yesterday in the Brisbane Roar game was 6 goals in the first half, and then it was slow in the second half. But if those 6 goals don't come in the first half, they more than likely come in the second half. That's just how that game was played. Most times in sport, let alone in this league, it is always second half that usually finds. Look at the Western United versus Perth Glory game. That was 1-0 at half time, and the Western United ended up winning 5-4. Alrighty. So that's going to be a free kick here to Newcastle, apparently. Ooh, good position here. Very nice little position here for the Newcastle Jets. Nice little cheeky whip in, potentially. Nice little cheeky whip in. Fouls conceded 5 for Melbourne City, 3 for the Newcastle Jetarinos. And Ugarkovic is going to whip this one in with his right. Pretty good ball, actually. And that will be headed over the top by Yule. I think the 5 at the back has really worked well for the Jets today. Like I said, they usually play with a 4-4-2, the Jets, but today they've gone with a 5-3-2. I don't know why that took me so long to get, but they went with a 5-3-2 today. So they just basically took a midfielder out and put him in the defense because O'Donovan and Yule are still playing up front for the Jets. But I think it's worked really well for them in preventing Melbourne City getting the attacking opportunities that we all know they probably would get with a 4-4-2 formation. Luftia says VAR dogs. It was the right decision. I can understand why you'd be upset. I can. But in the same sense, I believe it was the right decision. I explained it before. If you weren't here when I was explaining it, jump back before when I explained why it was probably the right decision. But I also explained that genuinely, either way, you could argue it. But I think the right decision was ultimately made. Lim says, will Melbourne City win? I assume so, but they're not looking that great right now. They're not looking bad, but they're not looking great. They're just looking bland. But that's what City have been all year. I think the longer it goes, though, Captain OKZ says, ball was going in regardless, should have been a goal. This is what I said, man. It's arguable because O'Donovan is offside and he's this far away from him when the ball gets to Glover, right? So Glover, because of the offside man, is then starting to brace himself because the contact is immediately about to come. So that would be classed as a foul in regular play regardless. So that's why they're saying that even though that Sabaki's injured, by the way, so Sabaki will come off here and Garuscio will come on. Even though the ball is going past his hand at that point, I think it's right because he has to then brace himself for the solid impact from a very physical player who is well and truly offside. So that's why I believe it was the right call. Rabia says, halftime goal? Not sure. There could have been, but there could have been a couple, actually. McLaren should have scored, and that should nearly have been a goal, but, we're still 0-0 here. Sabaki's injured, or is Sabaki just coming off here? That's an interesting little substitution there if he's not injured. Jason Sylvester says, if it is a tough decision, then they should stick with the decision made by the ref on the field. Well, that's what they did. The decision by the ref on the field, they deliberated and then gave it an offside. So I don't know if they did that because that's what the refs did on field, but that's handball. That's a handball against City. Oh, it would have been a goal too. It would have been Jamie McLaren there, one-on-one basically, if he wasn't offside there, handball there. I really hope that Sabaki is... I'm sorry if he's not meaning like I want him to be injured, but I hope that Kisnorbo hasn't taken off Tsubaki in the 35th minute as a tactical substitution. I'm not sure. Daniel Long says, go Jets. James Andrews says, VAR haunting Newcastle Jets like in the 2018 Grand Final. No, disagree. But yes, agree in 2018 Grand Final. I was there. I was very angry. There's a vlog on the channel from when I was there at that game, supporting the Jets. But no, disagree. I disagree. I think it was the no goal. I would agree. Oh, that should be a goal. No, wow, clearance there, last second by Atkinson. Jeez, they needed that one. They really desperately needed that one. They really desperately needed that one. And also, it wasn't the VAR there anyway. You know, the referees called it offside regardless. The referees made the decision that it was offside as well. So, you know, VAR came in and agreed with the decision. So if people want to get upset at the VAR, they should also get upset at the referees. But I don't believe you should be. Pretty poor crowd there in Newcastle, considering it's a beautiful day. But I guess it is a beautiful day, so they want to go to the beach or something like that. Thomas Stanley! Oh, that's Kachumba, sorry. Sorry, Kachumba's there with the shot, and it will go out for a goal kick or no. Goal kick. Goal kick. Decent little shot, though. Decent little shot. But wasn't really too threatening overall. Wasn't really too threatening there. But a decent shot overall there from a guy who obviously one of the defenders, to put that one into an area. You can't complain with that. I'm pretty sure Subaki's been taken off here for a tactical change. That's bold. That is bold if that's the case, and that is now not the first time that I want to throw up at Kisnorbo in his face. In his face. All right, so Melbourne City here with the ball. Oh, my computer is like, well, the KO is freezing right now. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, it's back up. There we go. Back up. City here attacking just outside the edge of the box. And Jets going to clear that one away easy. Jets going to clear that one away easy here. Easy. Oh, chance. No, that's going to be... this is going to be a yellow card for sure. James Andrews says Mike Dean is the worst referee in the Prem. Mike Dean, eh? Bloody old Mike Dean. But yellow card here for Scotty Jamison. He will go in the book there for a pretty bad tackle and preventing the breakaway. So 38 minutes gone. It is 0-0 and Scotty Jamison will get the yellow card there. No, sorry, handball there. I don't know what I was saying. That's a big handball. It was deliberate too. Oh, Yule there with the ball. Yule inside. That's going to be deliberately kicked back. That's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner here for the Newcastle Jets. Newcastle Jets. Andre Kayanto says Predixi. I'm assuming you're just saying prediction. I'm not sure the language though, man. But I'm assuming you're saying prediction. My prediction right now is actually 1-1. my prediction right now is actually genuinely 1-1. And I think Newcastle Jets probably score first based on what we're seeing so far. They whip this one in here. City clear it away to the edge of the box, and Jets flying in. Oh, over the bar. Over the bar. It's another corner, apparently. Oh, jeez, I didn't think so. You sure? That was bouncing. I thought that was just going straight over the bar there from the crack. Outside the box, he comes in, he whips in. I'm not too sure how that's a corner. Captain OKZ says, City beating Liverpool today and running away with the league. Yeah, buddy, that's a lot to see. Now we're talking, son. Now we're talking. You know what you're talking about. Yeah, now we're talking. We had someone on stream last night tell me it was going to be Liverpool 4-0. I said, have you watched the league at all? Have you watched the league at all, man? The only team playing well right now is City. But Newcastle here, they're going to put this little bad boy in here. Chance! Oh, wow. It's going to be cleared away there by City. Arguably a free kick to City, but Jets will get the ball here. Down on the wing. He gets back on side. Pushes down the wing. Cuts in. No. Oh, wow. Nice little play, but that's going to be good defense there from Melbourne City. Nah, spot on, man. I think I think the City clearly are the better team this year. And with no Virgil van Dijk, there's obviously huge problems at the back there for Liverpool. But then again, it could easily be 2-2. Those two teams love to draw 2-2. Oh, chance here for the Jets. O'Donovan inside the box. Oh, man, he's going to pass it back outside the box there. Couldn't do too much. Good defense there. Newcastle here, Ugarkovic with a nice little whip in. Oh, it's off the post. And it's a goal. It's a goal. Yule. Is he onside? I think he's onside. But that's a goal there. Newcastle Jets, they lead 1-0. Valentino Yule. Goal. Valentino Yule. Gee whiz, he got that one. I don't think he's offside, so I think that's going to be called a goal, and you'd be very, very happy with that one. Oh, gee whiz, I just bit my tongue. Jason Sylvester says, goal. Daniel Long says, yes, Jets. Karen Rabbit says, goal. Yule's well and truly onside. Yeah, well and truly onside. And just that was just off the post. Unlucky for Glover, unfortunately. And Newcastle Jets will lead 1-0 here. Carol Maverick says, Kiss Norbo in the bin, Kiss Norbo in the bin, na 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 na. Kiss Norbo in the bin, Kiss Norbo in the bin. That's actually a pretty decent save there from Glover, considering that it bounced straight back at him there off the post. But the header was good onto the post, bounced back to Glover. Glover hands it out, but unfortunately, the City defense didn't get back, and Valentino Yule goes boom, 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 pow. Braithwaite says, quite a few awesome young talents, and he's definitely one of them. Valentino Yule's 26. We actually spoke about this with Jas last week on stream. You know, I thought he was like 20. I thought he was like 19, but he's apparently 26 years old. So he's not really a young talent anymore. He's not really a young talent, if that's actually his age. But I'm pretty certain we were talking about it, and I'm pretty certain the 26 was the age that we saw. Yule is 26. Yes. Yeah, can you clarify that for me? Can you Google that for me, somebody, please? Make sure. I'm pretty certain that when Jas and I looked at it, it was 26. Turner Francis, the most informed teams in the Premier, actually Chelsea with 2 wins and then City with 10. I don't think anyone's catching them at this rate. Chelsea, where are they? Are they even in the top 4 right now? What do you mean, bloody catch Chelsea? Chelsea are nowhere near City. What do you mean no one's catching them? Chelsea is 7th place, and a game in front of Man City. Chelsea are on 36 points and 22 games played. Man City are on 47 points and 21 games played. What are you talking about? What's that going on? What are you talking about? That's ridiculous. So City here with the ball, and they're going to whip this ball in. Oh, could have been a goal there, but it will come away here. Jets with the kick that one away. Captain OKZ says, Liverpool, no attack, no defence, no top 4 this year. Top 4, Man U, Man City, Leicester, and Chelsea. Potential. I did predict Liverpool to come 3rd. I'm pretty certain I predicted United to come second. No, who did I predict to come second? I predicted Chelsea to come 2nd before the season started. I obviously had City 1st. I had Chelsea 2nd. I had Liverpool 3rd. And I think I had Arsenal 4th, but I'm very, very unhappy about that one. But Everton is still there, lads. You know, Everton, they've got a game. Oh, wait, how did they go last night? Did they play last night? I don't know how they played last night. Tony Francis, that's what I mean. The difference between City and the rest of the league is far too great for anyone to catch them. Yeah, but you said Chelsea as well. And then City with 10. I don't think anyone's catching them there. Oh, sorry. I misread your comment. I thought you were referring to both City and Chelsea as the 2 teams at the top that are taken away. I was like, hold on. Chelsea, they're, Also, we'll see how they work out with Tuchel. We'll see how they work out with their manager. Obviously, they've had one game. Like, let's not get too excited there under Tuchel. Everton drew Man U. Yeah, that's right. That was a good result for Everton. Very good result, and obviously helped the City boys. Obviously, very much helped City. I don't get up for anyone's games except for City at the moment, anyway, because I'm too busy with all these other streams. Turner Friend says Chelsea's the 2nd best form team and took the difference between City and Chelsea huge. And yeah, look at the difference. Yeah, 100%. But in the same sense, City haven't exactly been that great this year. We've been good. We've been better than everyone else. Better than everyone else by a long way. But in the same sense, we've definitely had our problems overall. And yet we're still dominating completely right now. And Newcastle here. Oh, my God. Saved by Glover. Oh, my God. It's still going to be O'Donovan here. Whips it in. It's still in here for Jets. Oh, my God. That was a rocket from the Jets. Daniel Kahn says Everton got a 95th minute winner. 95th minute equaliser, you mean, when there was 4 minutes added on. Yeah, no, it was 3-3. So they got a 95th minute equaliser. But no, I know. I watch the highlights. I watch the highlights of every game when I wake up in the morning. But the only game I actually, wake up for is City. And that's the big reason why I'm not doing the Wales Island game tomorrow, because it's on the same time as City Liverpool. I could stream it, but I don't really have a too big a Premier League audience on here. That's why I just enjoy watching it myself. Braithwaite says Everton have actually, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have 2 games in hand, so they're still looking all right. But City here, Melbourne City here, chance. Going to whip this ball out to the wing. Melbourne City here, over the top, chance. Oh, wow, good stop there by Topper Stanley. Very good, strong header there away by Topper Stanley. Will be a throw in here for Melbourne City. So 45 minutes gone here, guys. Don't forget, smack the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We do every game. Braithwaite says, yeah, but United made a change in added time, so it has to go extra minute up to 4. Oh, no, it's fair enough. No, I don't think anyone's complaining about the goal, length. Surely not. So, Newcastle going to whip this ball away here, and it's going to be Melbourne City. It's 2 minutes added on, by the way. 2 minutes added on, and it will be a throw-in here for Melbourne City. Captain OKZ says Tuchel is German. They are efficient. He's definitely going to turn Chelsea around. Klopp 2.0. Seriously, though, beating Germany, he'll get more out of Havertz and Werner. Lampard was too inexperienced. 100%. I knew that when he came in. I knew that when he came in. I don't actually really understand. I think it was just because of the quality of the players that I thought they would still come third regardless. I wasn't really factoring in the fact that I do honestly believe that Lampard was just way too ahead of himself. But here we go. Melbourne City, here we've been in. Chance over the top. Oh my God, that's going to be back post. That's going to go out for a corner here. I thought that was going to go into the back of the net there from the wing. Wow, mama. Gee whiz, that was a cheeky little... I don't know if that was a shot or a whip in there from Atkinson. So 1 minute left here of added time in the first half. It is 1-0. Ali Mohammed says, last year West United won Sydney FC last minute goal. Yeah, it happens a lot in this league. So, Melbourne City here with it in. That's going to be... Oh, my God. It should be a goal. Oh, man. Wow, that was crazy. That should have been a goal there. So, Duncan gets that ball from the corner and tries to punch it away. It falls to Metcalf, but Metcalf can't get a nice connection on that, and it goes straight to the keeper. So, that should be the end here of the first half. But Yule's still going on the left-hand side here. Yule and Atkinson's going to kick it away for a throw-in here, but there's still a chance here for Newcastle. They want the last chance. Owen Foley says, do you know anything about the Callum Wilson injury? I'm not sure, mate. Not sure about how long Callum Wilson's gone. Not sure. So, 47 minutes gone here. Newcastle will get this. They're just going to throw this ball in here. They'll just throw this ball in here and have a chance here. Whip it in. Have a whip. Need to have a whip. You can't go backwards, otherwise he's going to call it half-time. Okay, well, that was just stupid from Newcastle. That was still for Newcastle. They do lead 1-0, though, at half-time. But honestly, 2 minutes at a time has elapsed. It's like 2.5 minutes gone. He's going to call the whistle after you go backwards. So just have a shot, basically. Whip it in and have a crack. And if Melbourne City headed away, then, that's fine because it will be half-time. But like I said, it will be half-time. Newcastle lead 1-0. Deserving of the 1-0 too. Melbourne City haven't been that good. The first 10 minutes, they probably were the better team, 15 minutes. And then Newcastle just basically played their game, defended nicely, and, they are definitely playing much better than Melbourne City right now. Melbourne City look lost, like I said beforehand, like I say every stream. Melbourne City look lost. Can Melbourne City come back? Yes, they can. They've got the players to. Do they come back? I think a 1-1 draw. I'm saying 1-1 draw. I said about 10 minutes in, 15 minutes in, that it'll probably be a 1-1 draw, and right now it's looking like a 1-1 draw to me. Owen Foley says, score predictions for Central Coast Mariners and West United. I think West United win that game 3-0. Yeah, you want that one? You want that one? No, I'll go 2-0. I think West United win comprehensively, though. I know it's Central Coast, and everyone's thinking that they're the best team since last spread this year, but I've also watched them, and they're not that great. I think that Tongik's been fantastic, but I think West United are too fast for them. I think West United, the way they play, is too fast and too pacey. And although they haven't been that great, prolific from the goal-scoring front this year, Pierres, when he comes on, looks good. He's very pacey, but he doesn't get too much of a chance. They utilise Berisha too much. Berisha's past it. Berisha's done. I think they've got to realise this. So once they realise this and they put someone like Pierres up front or they bring somebody else in to be their man, until then, West United will suffer and they will struggle. Captain OKZ says, Everton are inconsistent. They won't be surprising anyone. I said that Everton would come sixth this year, and I thought that was a very good result for them. I thought that was a very good result for Everton this year when I said they'd come sixth, because obviously I had them behind, I had them behind Arsenal, though, to be fair. I had City, then Liverpool. No, I had City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, I think Leicester or United. I think Leicester... I can't remember where I put United, to be honest with you, but I hate United. I don't give a shit. I'll put them in relegation. Actually, no, I think I deliberately put them in 20th just as a joke or something like that. Maybe. I can't remember. I think I put them in 20th as a joke because their club is a joke. But yeah, I've actually thought this game's been pretty okay. I don't think it's been the greatest, most enthralling game we've ever seen, but I haven't necessarily minded it. I think that there's a lot of potential for this game to actually... there's not too much potential, actually. I think that this game is pretty bog standard. I think it's just a Jets defending... They're just going to sit back and they're just going to say, you know what, Melbourne City, you can try and score. We know you haven't been scoring that well this year, so, be my guest, attack us, have a crack, but you're probably not going to score because our defense this year has been better than your attack this year, is what I'm assuming this second half will be like. Now, if Melbourne City do score a goal, that's the worst thing for Newcastle. So really, Newcastle got to hope that they can prevent that goal for at least until the 80th minute, because then I don't think Melbourne City have the ability. They could still, but I think 10 minutes isn't exactly enough time for Melbourne City to go bang bang. I think Melbourne City aren't the bang bang team this year, so they need to be scoring in the next 10 minutes. Otherwise, Newcastle Jets will literally just put every man and his dog behind this ball. Husam Nashabi says, what your prediction on the next game? I'm going 2-0 Western United. And then Western Wanderers. I'm going 2-0 for Western United. Like I said, I think they're pacey. I think they've got what it takes. We will be streaming that game, by the way, guys. So if you don't know, we stream every single game here. So we will be doing the Western United versus Central Coast Mariners game right after this. And I'm looking forward to it. That was the game that I'm very much looking forward to today. It'll be very interesting because if the Mariners win this game, I will officially say that they will make finals this year. And I genuinely believe they'll be not a contender, but they'll be a potential for a 4-5. Is what I'll be saying. Turner Friend says, get around Burnley. Burnley or Man U? No, there's no two teams. No. There's no two teams. There's none of this two-team shit. Especially not in the Premier League. No. I won't deal with that. Mark Athens says, wow, Melbourne City losing the Jets. It's not really a wow right now, though. It's not really a wow moment, to be completely honest with you. It's kind of it's not surprising to me. Like, obviously, I thought City would bounce back, but right now they're not. There's still a whole second half here. Like, we shouldn't get too ahead of ourselves, especially after what we've seen so far this year. Just a couple of days ago, Adelaide were at 1-0 in the first half, and, they were completely dominant over Perth, and then Perth came back and won that game 2-1. There was also, Western United, MacArthur, who just continuously, they scored a goal and they looked dominant. They looked like going to win, and then Wanderers came back, and then MacArthur scored another goal and they looked like going to win, and then MacArthur came back again. Like, we've seen multiple times this year. Also, that Western United game versus Perth Glory. Western United went down 2-1 despite completely dominating that entire first half at the 55th minute. And then obviously we all know how that game ended. But the point of the matter is that this is nothing right now. And especially with the quality that Melbourne City do have, they definitely could still score and they could still win this game. Captain OKZ says, just checked Flash. Melbourne attacking more. I expect a goal from them second half. Full-time 2-1 either way. Just who wants it more? I'm going 1-1. I'm still going to stick with 1-1. I think Jets have been good enough defensively, but I still wouldn't be surprised if my pre-game prediction of Melbourne City 2-1 comes through. I still wouldn't be surprised. Mark Atherton says, hopefully Mariners lose so Brizzy can have a good lead on top. Well, that too, but you've also got to remember Sydney FC are pretty close behind still too. They're a game, they're three, what is it right now? I think they're 3 points behind after a game behind as well. What are they? So they're on 7 points after 4 games. We're on 12 points after 5 games. So if they win, they're 2 points behind on the same amount. So obviously we want Wellington Phoenix to win tomorrow, which is a good, it's a decent shout. It's not a horrible shout there, despite the fact that Wellington are currently second last now because of the fact Newcastle Jets are winning this game currently. But yeah, and that's not even including the Newcastle Jets would be above Western United with this, but they would be 3 games ahead. So they're 3 games ahead of the Phoenix, they're 3 games ahead of Western United, and they're also 2 games ahead of the Victory. So don't look too highly into this Jets positioning on the ladder right now. But it definitely does show that they're still in about basically, 11th for me. But what? So obviously, yeah, Sydney FC win, then they go to, if Central Coast lose, they are on 7 games and 12 points, and Brisbane Roar would be on 12 points through 5 games. So they'd have 2 games to go, 2 games to play. So they would potentially be, 6 points ahead of second place Mariners. But Sydney FC realistically right now are second place. They're 5 points behind the Mariners, but they've got 2 games behind them. So we'll probably see them win against Wellington tomorrow. They go 2 points behind, and then I'm not too sure who they play next after that, but the point of the matter is that they're still definitely there that people are forgetting about. They are still definitely there. People are forgetting that Sydney FC haven't gone anywhere right now. They haven't gone anywhere. So, this game's also, by the way, I just realised both these games are in the Hunter region. This one's in Newcastle and the other one's in Central Coast. The other one's at the Central Coast there. So both the games, they're in the same region today. Which is good, obviously, like I say, the healthy Hunter region, the healthy area between Gold Coast and Sydney is always very good for the league. Very, very damn well good for the league. Matara Al-Kafaji says, how much will score second half? I'm saying 1-1. I only think Melbourne score 1 goal, but like I've been saying, I genuinely still think that there could also be a 2-1 to Melbourne City. I don't think Jets score again. Here. Like we saw just before with Captain OKZ saying, basically, it'll be who wants it more, because City probably will score next, and I definitely agree there. Newcastle are unlucky not to be up 2-0 right now, but in the same sense, it will come down to who wants it more, because I definitely believe City score next, and then it comes down to if City can score again. I don't think Newcastle score again, but there's still all the opportunity for them to do it. Brisbane Royal Post says, everyone please sub to BKR Clips, road to 150 subs. Yeah, man. Yeah, guys, if you haven't subscribed to BKR Clips, obviously subscribe here first, but if you haven't subscribed to BKR Clips yet, we post every day, 9 a.m. and 6 p.m., every single day from every single stream. We put a clip out of the most important topics and stuff like that. So definitely, obviously, tune into that one as well. There'll be one coming out at 6 o'clock from the Wanderers stream from last night. I think I was talking about... I can't remember, but it's a good one. It's a good one. So, it's only about 2-3 minute clips, but it just helps you to understand what we were talking about in the stream if you weren't able to stick around for it. But let me know what your thoughts overall are of Newcastle, guys. Do you think that they are a bottom place team still? Or do you think they'll probably finish around the 8 to 11 range? Or do you think they could push for finals? They're not being a top 4 team. Don't even at me about top 4 team. But what do you think of this team right now? I've still got them in 11th place to finish the season. But they still don't look that bad. And I've been saying this for a long time. But they don't look that bad. I definitely think they're better than Victory from what I've seen. That was close to a penalty there for Noon. I'm surprised, actually. That was a nice ball from Luna. Luna got it to Noon. And then Noon basically gets tripped up there by Topper Stanley, to be honest with you. It was very close. You could argue it. Brisbane Royal Post is 11-10. But who comes 11th, though? Do you really think Wellington will come 11th? Like, who comes 11th instead? Like, obviously, Victory have to be down bottom 2. But who comes 11th if the Newcastle Jets are coming 10th? I don't think it's the Mariners. It's definitely not Raw. It's definitely not Sydney FC. It's definitely not the Wanderers. It's not going to be Macarthur. I guess maybe Adelaide, but surely Adelaide are able to do something better than 11th. Not sure who you have coming. Who do you have coming 11th? But apparently City have lost. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Perth Glory, and then the Mariners, and this one. So they're looking at 3 games in a row they've lost here. Raw on a 4-game win streak, whilst Melbourne City are on a 3-game loss streak. Most shots, Hoffman with 3, Ewell with 3, Kutrumbis with 1, and McLaren with 1. Captain OKZ, I thought you said that City were attacking more, not with the shots so far. Brisbane Royal Post says, I'd probably actually say 11. Yeah, 11 is probably... I just can't see who else. I think Adelaide definitely aren't the good team that we thought they would be. But right this second, not in order, I have my top 6. As of this second, I have Brisbane Roar, I have Sydney FC, I do have the Mariners right this second. I have the Wanderers. Perth Glory, and I have Western United. How many teams is that? No. I actually don't know about Macarthur. You know what? I'll take Macarthur out and I'll put Wanderers in. I'll take Macarthur out right this second. I'll put Wanderers in. Based on what we've seen so far this year. But it's like he says, how do you become a mod? Man, I don't even know why people really want to become mods. Like, if you do become a mod, great, appreciate it. But in the same sense, it makes it harder for you guys because you have to look at the comments to make sure everything's all good. Basically, man, it's just for people who are literally all the time here and always interacting with specific sports. Like, we have a lot of moderators that you guys probably wouldn't know because you're A-League. We have a lot of them in the NRL and the AFL and a couple of Americans for the baseball ones. So, it just comes down to being here all the time. If I need one. If I don't need one, then I don't just make random people moderators. It's only if I really need one. But we're still waiting here for the second half to get underway, guys. So don't forget, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And subscribe if you are new around here. And also BKR Clips. And also BKR Travel. Because that's starting up in a week and a half time. My vlogs from quarantine. I'm actually going to miss this place, to be honest with you. I've actually really enjoyed it. It's good that you don't have to think about anything from the outside world. Like, you don't have to think about you don't have to think about any of your meals. Like, you don't have to think about cooking breakfast or lunch or dinner because it all gets dropped off at the door. You don't have to think about you're going to make yourself a coffee, but you can order a coffee if you really want to. You can order in food still if you want. You don't have to think about anything besides just doing what you want to do for that 2 weeks. Braithwaite says, what was your prediction for the one I missed the start? For this one, I said 2-1 Melbourne City, which still definitely is on the cards. But I changed it about the 20-minute mark to say 1-1. But 2-1 Melbourne City is what I went with before the game started. But I just think that City should be bouncing back here. But they don't look impressive after the first half. And I could easily be wrong here. The Jets, like I said before, I don't think the Jets score again, though. So it just comes down to whether City can score 2. Because I definitely think they're scoring 1. Especially with all the apparent attacks, I guess. But no, they haven't had many shots at all, to be honest with you. Oh, wow. Melbourne United vs Perth Wildcats. That's a big game there. That's a very big game over there. AS says something that I have absolutely no idea about. CK Vibe says, do you know how long will Mitch Duke be in quarantine for? Well, I'm pretty sure he came in about 4 days after me, I think. I think he was 4 days after me. He'd probably be in this hotel with me right now. He'd probably be here in this hotel, to be honest with you. I think he came in 4 days after me, which would mean that would be the 31st of January. So he won't get out until, after next weekend, basically. I would safely assume. I would safely assume. But then again, like I don't know if he's in this hotel. I don't necessarily know it was 4 days after, but I'm pretty sure that he came in 4 or 5 days after I got in, and I got in on 27th, and I don't get it off. I don't get out until Wednesday. So yeah, yes. I think that's a big old inclusion there for the Wanderers. I think they really need someone like him right now to help them out because they are still struggling. I don't care they scored 2 great goals yesterday. That's fine. They scored 2 great goals, but that's not been happening much for them this year. And also, that was just a game where MacArthur also found, the back of the net as well, and both teams were able to get past the good defenses. But funnily enough, both teams can't get past the bad defenses when it comes to their attacking in normal games. The Wanderers have been struggling attacking-wise this year, and so MacArthur. MacArthur looked absolutely horrific on the attack. But they did look good last night. So maybe they might be switching something around, but Derbyshire still doesn't look that great, to be completely honest with you. And, Bernie Benny's not doing much, and Yeboah looks terrible for Adelaide. Yeboah is looking shocking for Adelaide. I'm not going to lie. Not Adelaide, sorry. He used to play for Adelaide. Yeboah is looking shocking for the Wanderers. Like, he should have, even though he was offside, he still should have put the ball into the back of the net. But Edge likes us 13 likes away from 100. Come on, guys. 13 likes away from Hungy Hunch. The old Hungy Hunch. So go and smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And subscribe, But there we go. BH Legacy says that's insane. For A-League, yeah. For A-League, I don't think we've done, the only A-League stream we've gotten over 100, I think, was the A-League Grand Final last year between Sydney FC and Melbourne City. But that was like my first stream, second ever stream for the A-League that I've ever done on the channel. First one was last year's Western United versus Brisbane Roar in the finals. But, that's really good. Obviously, for NRL, usually we hit it, and AFL, usually we hit around that mark nowadays. But no, 100 for A-League is definitely, obviously, improving. And it's only half-time. Yeah, exactly right. But I'm definitely looking forward to the NRL comeback up here, guys, and the AFL. But guess what? The second half is about to get underway here. So let me know your score predictions in the chat. I'm going City 2-1. No, I'm saying 1-1, sorry. 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. Not 2-1 City, 1-1. But my pre-game prediction was 2-1, and I don't think that's out of the question right now. Just yet. I still think there's plenty of time here. Plenty of time here for the old Melbourne City to potentially get a little bit of a sneaky. But it's not necessarily likely. Christian Francis 9-0 Jets win. Yeah, don't know about that one, mate. Don't know about that one. I don't think that's ground the goal. I think they need to pray for a 1-0 win at this point. I think they need to pray for a 1-0 win, which wouldn't necessarily surprise me with the way they've been defending, but they need to rely on just basically preventing Melbourne City from going crazy. So Jets here with the ball. I think if I'm going to say in regards to Melbourne City, I think they just need to get the ball forward more. They haven't really been getting the ball forward and doing much. They've been just playing the ball around the midfield and trying to find the most creative pass, but in reality, you're not going to score if you're not just putting the ball in. I know that City Football Group love to, create the play rather than just, get the ball in so the play can be made, which is what most teams usually do. And I understand it, but in a game where you're playing a team that just wants to defend the whole time, especially being down 1-0 now, you need to just loft those balls in and hopefully your players can get on top of it. Oh, chance here for the Jets, though. That's going to be cleared away. No, Jets here still with the ball inside the box. Still inside the box here. And that's going to be a free kick here to Melbourne City. That was not good there from Hoffman. That was not good by Hoffman. Eddie Leo says, my prediction 1-0 all the way throughout. Not surprising. I still think Melbourne City have to get a goal in this game. If they lose to 0, that would be the biggest dagger to the heart of City fans, because that would be embarrassing. To lose to the Jets 1-0 in Newcastle, or just 2-0, or anything nil. If City were to lose this game to 0, with their attack, with McLaren up front, everyone would be like, get rid of Kisnorbo immediately. Immediately. So Jason Hoffman with 150 games, third player to reach the milestone. There you go. So Newcastle here with the free kick from the wing, gets it inside. Oh, it's offside, I think. I don't know, he's offside. He's offside. It goes in the back of the net there, but he's offside there, unfortunately, for Hoffman. Unfortunately, he's offside there, Mr. Hoffman. A VAR check, but he's clearly gone. He's clearly gone. Malcolm says, you a Cubs fan and Bulls fan. You got resilience. I like it. I don't really like it, but I like it. Hopefully the Cubbies can do all right this year. I think people are really overestimating the fact that we gave away our pitches. If people looked at the batting lineup, they'd be like, we're still going to compete this year over 162 games. He's offside. He's clearly offside. He's clearly offside there. He's clearly offside here. Don't even start. Don't start VAR. But we have no pictures, so that is a problem. But, the picture we got from the Padres isn't exactly terrible. He's pretty decent, actually. People are underestimating him. And we got Kyle Hendricks still. He's clearly offside. Why are we still looking at this? Parigna says, what do you think if I say 1-0? I don't think it's out of the question, but I don't think it's likely. I think Melbourne City still score, and especially Newcastle Jets were literally this far away just then from scoring because they put the ball in the back of the net. And City here with the ball, McLaren, and it comes back here out to the edge. And they're going to move this ball down the left-hand side here. No, that was poor. There. Oh, no, it's still going to stay in here for City. And Ugarkovic with the ball. That's going to be a free kick, I think. No, Jets are going to clear it away. Captain OK says to stay on side, how hard is it? That was a bit difficult because the ball had come back. Like, the ball was being expected to go forward. It came back, so he was already, he'd already made his run. And then when the ball came through, he was already offside. So it was a bit unfortunate, to be honest with you. Have you got a bet on the old Jets, have you? Or over 2.5, have you? Have you got a bet on the old 2.5, have you? I'm thinking you got a bet on the old 2.5, my friend. So 49 minutes gone here is 1-0 to Newcastle. Well, thank you very much for the $2. I don't know what R means. But thank you very much for your donation, my man. And Marcelo Silva says, hello from Brazil. Thank you very much. Hello from Brazil. I love a bit of Brazilian football. Brazilians love their football. Good to see you tuning into the stream all the way in Brazil. Who do you go for, Marcelo? Who do you go for? So Newcastle here, just outside the box. They're going to whip this one back. And it's going to be Kutrombos. Kutrombos has been pretty decent for Newcastle so far this year as well, in my opinion. Jeez, City don't look great, but jeez, they don't look at the great. They don't look at the greatest. They look at the okay. They don't look at the great. Over 1.5, Captain OK said. Oh, bro, you'll get a goal. Oh, now I understand why you said that no matter what, there'll be a goal in the second half. I get it now. And there should be. Newcastle are still attacking here, and Jamison will block that one away. Both teams are at least attacking here in the second half compared to what we saw in the first half, which was very, low-key. MD Habib Ali says, bro, total goal over. Oh, chance Newcastle Jets. Oh, that's a good tackle. He's onside. Jets here, can whip it across. Over the top. Oh, cleared away there by City. And Jets here inside the box. No, we cleared away by City. Over 2.5. It's a struggle, but then again, both teams are very much attacking right now. But the finished product isn't necessarily there. Well, Jets have had 2 balls go into the back of the net. Well, they've had the ball go into the back of the net 3 times, and only one of them has counted. So, Yule here inside the box. City under pressure really badly, and that was absolutely pathetic there from Yule. that was horrific from Yule, man. That was horrific. So that's going to go back here and straight to the keeper. But in the second half so far, the Jets have had 73% possession. This City team right now is lost. They don't know what they're doing. They are all over the shop. Second half has been 2 shots to Newcastle, 0 to City. So 51 minutes gone here, and geez, this City team honestly looks like they could be missing the finals this year with how this is going. So Jets here with the ball just outside the box. They're going to whip this one down to the wing. Captain OKZ says Aussie and New Zealand leagues great for goals. I'm not too sure about the New Zealand leagues, but yeah. Disagree in regards to Australia. Australia, especially this year, besides the 2 games we saw yesterday and the Western United game against Perth Glory, a lot of the games this year are actually quite low scoring. But on normal years, they're usually quite high scoring, yeah. Billy Osh says Melbourne City to score 1. I would assume so, but they're not looking the goods in 51 minutes, man. Carol Evidence says I reckon this game stays 1-0. I'm saying 1-1, but I definitely couldn't argue it too greatly of you saying 1-0. A few people have said 1-0, yeah. A few people have said 1-0. But I'm telling you, both teams are still attacking here. And that's going to be from Duncan, and that's going to be Yule here with the ball. See, the thing is that I thought the City would score first here, but I thought they'd come out of the blocks thinking, you know what, we're going to bounce back here. We're going to come out of the blocks and we're going to really prove ourselves here because we're going to lose 3 games in a row right now and be in with a genuine chance of being around the cellar. But genuinely being around the cellar. I would have thought they would have come out in the second half and done well, but right now it's been all Newcastle Jets in the second half. Chance here. Chance for the Jets. No, blocked away there by City. Blocked away by City, and they're going to potentially break away. That's a yellow card for breaking. Ooh, I would have called that a yellow card, but it will be a free kick, though. Eddie Asalale says 2-1. 2-1 Jets. Not looking that bad right now. Both teams attacking, and Jets looking better. Just looking the better. Very good game in the NBL between Melbourne United and Perth Wildcats up there, though. That will be a good game. Two of the best teams this year. Shodior says Melbourne City. Yeah, the old City, eh? Unfortunately, they're not making you too proud right this year. They're not making you too proud. They're not doing the greatest, but it's good to see you getting around the Melbourne City. Good to see you getting around the team. Come over to says the next game should be good. Yeah, I was looking forward to that. I think West United win 2-0, but at the same sense, I think it'll be an exciting 2-0 where the Mariners could even be 2-1. But I think West United are going to be too pacey for them. Will score a goal, and I think West United's defense can hold out Aluk Wolan and Matty Simon. So Aluk Wolan and Matty Simon, I don't think we'll be able to score past West United's defense. Chelsea City! Oh, it's a goal. Oh my gosh. It missed by this much. It missed by this much. It missed by this much, my friends. So that one, just to the right-hand side there. Captain OKZ, if I start talking about that, man, everyone will start talking about the Prem. So there is a video on the channel that explains my support for all my teams. There's actually a video series I'm going to be starting up every week where it explains my support for each team. But quickly, without any backstory, City. So 54 minutes gone here, and it's 1-0 Newcastle. And it's going to be breaking away here for Melbourne City, actually. Going to be breaking away here. And a cutback on the inside here, outside the box. Outside the box here. Have a crack. Have a whip, bruz. Have a whip, bruz. Have a whip, bruz. Oh, this defense is horrific. Oh, that's a goal. Oh, my God. Wow. Contrumbus to get that one away there. Should have been a goal for Melbourne City, but that Contrumbus gets that away. I told you, Contrumbus has been good this year. That should have been a goal, but Contrumbus to get that one away is incredible. That was great defense. That was great defense to prevent that. So 1-0 here still, but wow, City would be feeling unlucky they didn't get that one. Berenguer. All right, they usually like to go with the short corners here. They're not going to go with short one today. That's a good ball, actually, across the outside. No, it's a bit too far, unfortunately. A bit too far. Marianne Douglas says, not interested in EPL, but do you want to know your team in Scotland? I do want to know. I don't really have one, but if I was to have one, I would go for the Rangers. But I don't really have one. I don't watch Scottish Premier League, but I don't really want to get involved though, because I know Scottish Premier League is all about religion and like it's very religiously motivated in regards to such heated rivalry. So like I say Rangers, but I don't really care too much if anyone's a Celtic fan. But I just know it's a very hectic league in regards to those two teams specifically in regards to their rivalry. But I would go for the Rangers if I was to get around a team there. But would love to also experience the Celtic atmosphere, to be honest with you. Adrian Tan says, who will score next? I'm still saying Melbourne City. I know Newcastle have been the better team in the opening 10 minutes here, but they still haven't scored. I will go with Melbourne City to score next still. I'm still backing it in. Daniil says 1-1. Yeah, I said 1-1. I've been saying 1-1 the whole game so far. And that's going to go out for a throw-in. Grade 7 says, good morning from sunny Bulgaria, mate. Kudos for a great Power Rankings video. It had great content, and congrats on the Raw win yesterday. Welcome all the way in Bulgaria, man. I think you're our only viewer probably from Bulgaria. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, I think it's sunny day here too in Sydney, actually. Well, Newcastle's not too far up, and it's a beautiful day there. So I imagine if I look out the window, it'll be beautiful. But yeah, no, appreciate that, man. We'll be doing Power Rankings every single Wednesday, so there'll be massive movement after what I've watched so far this week. But then again, we also have another 3 games to go after this. We have the Mariners versus Western United game tonight, like literally after this game. Tomorrow we have Sydney FC versus Wellington Phoenix. And then I think we have Brisbane Roar going up against Western United on Tuesday. I'm pretty certain they I'm pretty certain they moved that game up and obviously the make-up game. So Atkinson here with the ball from Melbourne City. And put this one down. No, good defense there from you. Oh, wow. Chance here. Chance in Melbourne City. Oh, a little bit too far over the top there. And Contrumbus going to get that one away. And he will boot this one. Good defense for Contrumbus. Oh, no. Wow. He passed it straight back to City. Jamison inside. And then Jets defense there. Nice. Jets defense, nice. Yeah, Raw versus MacArthur on Tuesday. Yeah. But that wasn't originally there. I think that was just it's a makeup game, obviously. That was only announced like literally in the last couple of days. Oh my God, if that had have gotten through there. Melbourne City are attacking strongly here, but the ball will go out for a throw-in, I would assume. No, wow, Yule gets it. It keeps it in. Yule keeps it in here for the Jets. Still City here with the ball, though. They are definitely dominating this little stretch here. Marion Douglas says, if you ever get the chance, get yourself to an old firm. It's on the Big House Sport bucket list. If you guys don't know, I did a bucket list about 2-3 years ago now. I think 2 years ago, of 101 sporting events to complete before we die on BKR Sport. Now, I don't necessarily know how realistic they are now, considering the global climate and what's going on with the pandemic. But in the same sense, I'll do my best to complete as many as I possibly can. All right, so Melbourne City here. They're going to whip it in. Chance here. No, that's going to be cleared away there by Newcastle. And I would assume it's going to be a throw-in. No. Out on the left here for Jamison. Jamison gets the ball down. Nice ball there from Jamison. Gets in. Jets defense. Jets defense has been very good in this game. Very, very good in this game. Jason Sylvester says City look like they're going to score soon. Yes and no. Yes and no. They do look like they're definitely attacking more. And this is why there is an injury right now. I don't... Like, he might have a cramp, he might not, but I feel like Newcastle realise that they're going behind right now, and the Melbourne City boys are looking very attacking. So if he gets substituted, I'll apologise, but if he doesn't get substituted and he just gets up and walks away, I'm going to safely assume here that it was to prevent the play and to slow it down. But the old firm is definitely on the BKR Sport bucket list. There's it's Luka Perso. So he's actually from Croatia. This is his debut. He's come in because Nazarene's obviously not able to play today. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out that series, there's 10 videos with 10 events per video that I filmed a good 2-3 years ago. Apparently, Perso was playing with the Southampton youth. Apparently, not sure. I think that's what they're talking about in the commentary right now. So he's got up and he's just walking away. So a bit dodgy. Oh, it could be. So Petrados is going to come on here, Costa Petrados, and he will come on for Perso. So unfortunately, he will go off injured there. So, I hope he's all right. But Petrados will come on now, so we'll get a bit more pace. The Petrados boys, here they come. How's Dimmy going? How's the old mate Dimmy going right now? The old Dimmy Petrados. The best Petrados. Grade 7 says he's apparently nephew of Dado Perso. Yeah, don't know if you remember the guy. Yeah, I think he was played for Croatia 2006. When was he playing for Croatia? Yeah. They were talking about that. That his uncle was Dado. Yeah. You'd assume so, considering they both got the same last name. But then again, Croatians probably have very similar names in regards to that. Declan Smith says, "Who scored for the Jets?" Oh, hold on 1 second here. Yule over the top. No, corner here for Newcastle Jets. It was Valentino Yule who scored for the Jets. Valentino Yule scored for the Jets. So corner here for Newcastle from the left-hand side here. That's a nice ball through, actually. He held his run too nicely, Yule. Yule held his run through nicely there. This is a very good result for anyone who wants to be a team in the top 6 this year who weren't previously thought to be a top 6 team. Very big result here. If they can hold this one out. Jets whip it inside. Oh my God, that could have been a goal for Jets, but it will not be. It will be cleared away by Melbourne City. That really was so close and arguably should have been put in there. And that's going to go, oh my God, what are you doing at the back there, City? And that'll be a corner. What is City doing at the back right now? City are confusing me at the back. This is terrible. Oh, man, that should have been a goal for Newcastle. But it just goes behind Hoffman. So, wow. I don't know what's going in the back there for City. That should have gone straight back to the keeper there. That was very strange. Then Donovan kicks it in and gets the corner here for the Jets. So 29 minutes to go here. Jets going to win this ball in from the corner. Pretty average one. This one still stays in though. Oh, City cleared it away. City cleared it away. Still comes back for the Jets. Jets are looking so good in this game. Not unbelievably good, but they look like definitely the better team. And Valentino Yule here in space. He whips it in and it will be saved by Glover. I'm actually a bit nervous here for Melbourne City. They could lose this 2-3-0 if they don't smarten up a little bit more. If they don't smarten up, they could lose this game 2-0, 3-0. Because Newcastle are attacking strongly. Free kick here, Melbourne City. Captain OKZ says the crosses are so poor. They are. Some of them. One of them was really good, though. And that's going to go... Oh, geez, that was tight there with the header. But it will go back to the keeper, Duncan. Brisbane Post is a bit nervy. It is. I don't actually know who I'm... I'm nervous for City, but I'm still a little bit nervous for Newcastle too, because City still have been attacking relatively well in this second half compared to the first half. Obviously, this last 5 minutes or so has been all Jets, but City are still attacking. That I think people are forgetting about from the the previous basically 15 minutes this second half so far. So Jamison will throw this ball in here. So 63 minutes gone, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Appreciate it. And obviously subscribe if you're new around here. We stream every single damn all day and every single stream here on the A-League. Vlogs will start up next week, though. But that's going to be a free kick in Melbourne City, I would assume. It will be a throw-in, not even a free kick. That's a yellow card there for Petratos for stopping that. Yeah. Oh, wow. No. Sorry. They're going to say that's the... they're going to say it was an incorrect throw-in. Oh, no. Okay. So they're going to say it was actually Jets throw-in. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. And that's going to come away here with the Jets, actually. With the ball to Yule. Donovan to Yule. Oh, a bit too far, but still here with the Yule. Oh, my God. What is this from Yule? This is horrific. Oh, my God. That was... Oh, what is going on here? Oh, my God. What is going on? This is terrible. That was potentially the worst attack I've ever seen in my life. That should have been a goal. Captain OK says the best ball control ever. That was horrific. Feed Me More says City's playing for their season, in my opinion. Yeah, bingo, mate. Bingo. They definitely are. They are not looking the goods. And if they don't win this game, and if they lose to 0, Kisnorbo is playing for his job, basically. I don't think he gets sacked this early, but at the same sense, if they go 4 games in a row losing, yeah, Kisnorbo will get sacked. Brisbane Royal Post says, my football is so late for me. My football? Oh, as in like YouTube. I thought you can't watch my football in Australia. So 64 minutes gone here, guys. It will be a goal kick here for City, but this should... Oh, Donovan there with a nice little whip in, but unfortunately, Yule was the worst touch I've ever seen in my life. The Grade 7 says, it's like some kids from the kindergarten are playing. They all go around the ball and try to kick it. Well, yeah, that Jets one right. It's actually a corner, by the way. But a chance there for the Jets was just, it was peachy. But they should have scored it there. But Yule just didn't know what he was doing. I don't know why they're bigging up Yule after that. Like, he was horrific. Like, obviously, he's been good in this game. But that play right there shouldn't be what they're bigging up. Brisbane Post says, chance here for the Jets. Costa Petratos whips it in. No, good block there. Very good block. Brisbane Post says, now the app, it's free live stream on that. Oh, true. You can watch it on the app. Oh, cool. I didn't even know that. Declan Smith says, every time I watch on My Football, it's like 40 seconds late. Yeah, it was a bit tough. No, it was okay for me on YouTube. At YouTube, they weren't even always playing it. Most of the time on YouTube, half the time, it wouldn't actually start the stream until legitimately like 10 minutes into the game, which was, quite the frustrating one. I'm very much looking forward to this second game, though. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this Mariners and West United game goes. Even though I think West United will win that one. But then again, every game I've been excited for this year that isn't just a Raw game, every game I've been excited for has been, pretty, not that great. But Jason Hoffman here is actually down injured. So 65 minutes gone, there's an injury. The Great 7 says, City are massively lacking creativity in the middle of the park. We've discussed this before, and today is another proof of that. They could have gone far if they had someone. Not necessarily. I would agree somewhat, but in the same sense, I think it is all down to Kisnorbo. I think the players don't like him. I don't think the players are on the same page because obviously if you don't have a quality manager bringing everyone into line and playing your style, playing your tactics, they're going to play their own style and they're going to play their own tactics within the the places that you put them in as a manager. So it doesn't make sense. And that's what's happening with City. Kisnorbo is not the right guy. Kisnorbo obviously isn't working. So honestly, depending on the contract, get rid of him as soon as you possibly can. Because otherwise, they will struggle and continue to struggle. Ooh, City will clear that one away. Because there is no attacking flair, but they do have the players. There's no way you could say that Melbourne City don't have the players, especially in a player like Adrian Luna. But, no one's getting the ball to McLaren. You get the ball to McLaren and more times than not he's going to score. But then again, a couple of times this year, he's had a good opportunity and he hasn't scored. For example, the opportunity in the first half. Usually he'd put that in the back of the net, but... instead, it was saved by Duncan. Captain OKZ says, Jets need to practice crossing. They are so bad. I think both teams... It's been average. Yeah, a couple of crosses have been okay, but in the same sense, City's defense hasn't been shocking in this game. It hasn't been shocking, but Jets should have more than just a one right now. And that's still going to be a throw-in here for the Jets. Turner Friend says, the 65 minutes played, there's an injury. Yes, there is an injury at the 65th minute mark, but it's fine now. The Great 7 says, yes, Kisnorbo, the master of substitutions. Oh, dickhead. He's a dickhead. He took off Sabaki earlier in the first half too, and I think it was a tactical substitution, which didn't make sense. Obviously, he doesn't like Sabaki. That's fine, but he was the best player against Perth, and he wasn't that bad in this game. He was creating. Like, what? Why are you taking off an attacker, is my question. Like, why is... Ooh, close to a handball there. Oh, he put his whistle to his mouth. He was close to calling a penalty there, but he won't call it. So, Melbourne City here with Craig Noon. Now, Craig Noon, buddy... Craig Noon, you've got Adrian and Luna. Like, their midfield is good. They just can't actually do anything. It's just they're not on the same page. They're not on the same page is the answer. Ali Muhammad said, I think it's a draw 1-1. I've been saying that since about 10 minutes into the game, but here we go. They're going to win this one in here. Chance. Good ball. Very good ball. Comes out to the edge of the box. Right of the keeper. If that actually went anywhere left or right of the keeper, that's a goal. Gee whiz. Captain OKZ says, "What? That's how you cross high and with power." Yeah, it was a good cross there, Melbourne City. Very good cross. But unfortunately, the ball went straight at the keeper. Newcastle have had 14 shots to 3, by the way, in this game. 14 shots to 3. That's crazy. Marianne Douglas says, in my opinion, I think McLaren is overrated. Hasn't lived up to his potential, especially since moving to City. I think he was good last year, but I can understand what you're saying. I think this year he's not been that great. But it's going to be Craig Noon here with the ball down in the corner. And that was an absolutely horrific pass from Noon. And that's going to come away here for a throw-in. Indra says, over corner 12.5, please. I have no idea how many corners there's been. There's still been quite a few, I think. Declan Smith says, do Melbourne look like they can score? I'm looking at the stats and they've only had 2 shots on target. They are looking like they can score, but they're also not having that clinical opportunities. Hoffman comes off here for Maragas. Maragas will come on here for Hoffman. But yeah, City definitely look like they can score, but will they score? Maybe, maybe not. With 20 minutes to go here, I said, if Newcastle are going to hold out to the 80th minute, I'm pretty certain that minimum it's 1-1, and I don't think City can score 2. Kandra says over 2.5. That's a tough ask right now with 20 minutes to go and still needing 2 goals. Not sure about that one. Not sure about that one. Mohammed, I'll give you one warning, man. If you say a goal and there hasn't been a goal yet, I'm watching the game live. You can't trick me. I'll give you one warning, my man. If you try and lie about a goal, you will get timed out. So Newcastle now with the ball. It's going to be a free kick here to Melbourne City, though. Free kick, Melbourne City just outside the box. It's a nice position, too, actually. This is definitely a chance here for a goal here. This is a very nice position. I could definitely see a goal coming here for Melbourne City. But it's also a bit debatable whether that should have been, to be honest with you. It's a bit debatable whether that should have been a free kick, but it's all right. So let's see if they can whip this little bad boy in. They haven't had too many clear opportunities here in the second half, but let's see what they can do with this one. 9 corners. Oh, there you go. Okay, so you need 4 more. City here, chance! Oh! Curtis Good. How is he not getting that on... I don't know what's going there. That was weird. That was a really weird shot there from Curtis Good. It falls to the back near the... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, no, that's difficult. It was a bit too far away. Bit too far away, unfortunately. Nah, fair enough there. A bit too far away, that one. So Duncan's going to boot this one away here. 71 minutes gone, guys. How many likes are we away from 100 right now? I think we're on 90. We are on 91 likes, guys. 91 likes. 9 more likes away from 100. So go and smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And subscribe if you're new around here. But 19 minutes to go. It looks like a beautiful day in Newcastle, though. You'd love to be there. And that's going to go out for a throw-in. Declan Smith says, was the Jets' goal good build-up play or just luck? No, it was good goal. They've put the ball in the back of the net 3 times today, but 2 goals have been disallowed. They deserve to be leading here 1-0. I'm not too sure why they're talking about O'Donovan being in good form this year. He's not been that great. That's going to be a free kick. Yep, that'll be a free kick here for O'Donovan. So the Jets are going to be in a nice position here out the right-hand side to whip this little bad boy in. Nice little chance of a whipping bad boy. A whipping bad boy. O'Donovan goes down there with the tackle, but I'll take that. Captain OKZ says should be 2-0 right now. Dan VAR, no, it should be 1-0 because I agree with the decision on both accounts. So 18 minutes to go here. Jets are going to whip this one little bad boy in. Could be 2-0 here, though. Might see something happening here. And he whips it in. No, terrible. Terrible whip in there. Absolutely terrible. Oh, chance here, City. They're broken away. Oh, Luna. Luna by himself. It's 2-on-1 here. Get the ball to McLaren. Get the ball to McLaren. Get the ball to McLaren. Oh, bro, that was horrific by Luna. Oh, bro, that is... If you have over 1.5 goals, you'd be absolutely wanting to headbutt that man, Adrian Luna, right now. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. That sums up Melbourne City right now to a T. He steals the ball. It's 1-on-1. It's actually 2-on-1. It's 2-on-1 with the keeper. He's away. And then he has the worst pass I've ever seen to McLaren. That is by far the most summarising play of Melbourne City in 2021. That is disgusting from Adrian Luna. Out of all the people to do it to, the guy that creates the passes like that. Wow. So Kolakovsky will come on here. Kolakovsky will come on here for Melbourne City. That is just disgusting by Adrian Luna. Look how much of an advantage he has. Look how much of an advantage he has. Passable now, passable now, passable now. Too late. Idiot, man. Straight up. That's stupid. Oh, man. That's tough. So Craig Noon goes off there for Kolakovsky. Marion Douglas's Muppet. Yeah, absolute Muppet. Absolute Muppet. And he's one of the better players for Melbourne City. Oh, Jets here with a chance. No, Schreiber keeper of dreams. Comes out and whips that one away there for Melbourne City. Tommy Glover. And now Melbourne City are going to be breaking away down the right wing. Oh, terrible. Oh, terrible. Still with City, but terrible. Icy Boss says, hey, Baker. Hello, mate. So 16 minutes left here. I just don't know if City can score now. That was the chance to even potentially win the game. Jason Sylvester says, how did they not score that? No defender back. Yeah, it was 2-on-1. It was literally 2-on-1. Like, they should be scoring there. There's no way. It's a corner here, though. Corner here for Melbourne City. Corner here for Melbourne City here. So, nice chance. They've had some opportunities in the last couple of minutes. Are they not calling a corner here? Wow, I don't think they're calling a corner here. I think they're calling a goal kick. Angus Thurgate has had 3 effective tackles, 2 clearances, 1 intercept, and 3 pass breakups. He's had a good game. You'd be loving that. You'd be loving that if you're Newcastle right now. Thurgate has had a good day. So goal kick, and they're going to boot this one past the halfway mark. And Newcastle to Valentino Yule. Yule, he's going to be away. He's out on the edge, though he doesn't have too much in there, and that's a pretty poor pass from Valentino, unfortunately. RC Boss says Newcastle Jets 2-1 Melbourne City. I don't know why there's 2 goals apparently coming in the next 15 minutes. There's nothing to prove there should be 2 more goals here. It'd be lucky to get 1 more goal. This game hasn't looked like a 2-1er since probably the 10th, 15, 20 minute. Idris Calderali says full-time 1-2. It'd take a momentous turnaround by Melbourne City to win this game. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve to win this game. They don't even deserve a draw, to be honest with you. Newcastle 100% deserve this win. No, 100% deserve. All right, so Newcastle here with the ball out in the... Oh, that was beautiful play there by the Jets. Chance here, corner. Corner here for the Jets. The Great 7 says, Luna's play was really bad, but how about O'Toole deciding to go past someone and losing the ball when he was the last person in defence? Terrible decision-making all around. Yeah, terrible. Horrific. It was horrific, but in the same sense, that's on Luna. Yeah, that was bad, but, that was on Luna. Adrian Tan says, if there's no... hold on one second. Oh, my God, that should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. Bogard. That should have been a goal for Bogard, but he's going to miss that one. Oh my God, if that was on target, that's a goal. He would have lifted the roof at McDonald Jones Stadium, even though there is no roof. That's how big the roof would have been lifted off. Adrian Tans, if there is no more goals, this game is crap. No, you just bet on the over 2.5. Because this game's been actually pretty enjoyable to watch, to be honest with you. Newcastle here with the ball, inside the box, and that's going to be Melbourne City clearing that one away. It's not been good, but it's not been bad, this game, no. Captain OKZ says, just hit it first time, my God. This is the Jets, bro. This is a team that's coming second last for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be expecting this team to be that good. If I'm you, I'm hoping City score, to be honest with you, because Jets, I said at the whole game, I said if they're going to score 1, that's it. I said before the game started, 1, and that's it. So 13 minutes left here. And that's going to be over the top and straight to Duncan. Gee, City can't be clearing the ball away like that. They need to be playing this ball from the back. Over the top here. Down behind, and it'll be a throw in here for City. This is being played perfectly right now. This is being played perfectly. Kurt Official says 96 likes. Oh, guys, hit that thumbs up button. We're 4 likes away from 100. Appreciate you. Captain says Sushek deserved it. Pointless act. Sushek deserved what? Oh, the red card. Oh, no, that was fair. So 2 minutes to, there's 12 minutes to go here, guys. 12 minutes to go, and City here, chance. Oh, the keeper comes out, and it's going to be a goal kick. No, not a goal kick, sorry. I'm all over the place. Throw in. Throw in here. So 11 minutes to go here. 11 minutes to go. Come on. I called 1-1. I want to see the 1-1, but Jets deserve... No, I don't want to. I want to see the Jets win this. I want Jets to win this right now. Oh, City here, inside. He gets it inside. Garuccio, are you a moron or what? You get a first touch, you touch that and then shoot that. You have acres of space to get a touch going there and then shoot it. You don't take that on your left foot on the volley in that situation. There is no point. Wow, that was horrific. As if you would take that shot in that situation. You take a touch there and then shoot. Marianne Douglas says, at this point to score, Newcastle are 8th. Yeah, but they're 11th. They've played 3 more games than majority of the teams below them. 3 more games. Douglas Smith, I'm well aware you must be a supporter of Sushek. Adrian Town says the players are trolling. You've got to bet on over 2.5, don't you? This game's not going over 2.5, surely. This would be an absolute miracle for it to go over 2.5. You needed Adrian Luna to get that ball in. You need Adrian Luna to take the shot there. I actually don't know why Adrian Luna doesn't take the shot there, because we all know Duncan's more than likely going to think that he's going to pass that off, considering that Adrian Luna is usually a distributor of the ball and not necessarily a guy that shoots it. You know, I just think that was just ridiculous. Like, Duncan's going to make his decision up to more than likely cut back on the inside. Not the point, Declan. It was a red card, man. It was a red card. There's not really too much argument about it. There's a reason why there was a 3-match ban. So I'm not sure why you're arguing it. I'm not saying Sushek isn't quality. What I'm saying is that it was a red card. Prison Royal Post, why'd you delete your comment? There was a comment, you deleted it. Jets here? No, City are going to clear this one away. So 10 minutes to go, guys. 10 minutes to go. 1-0 Newcastle. Hit the thumbs up button. We're so close to 100, and also subscribe. But actually, how many likes are we on right now? How many likes are we on? We are on 97. We're 3 likes away. Come on, guys. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Great 7 says, Luna couldn't easily feint the pass and then gone past the keeper, thus scoring the open goal. I just think he could have shot it from where he was. I don't think he even needed to fake it. He could have just shot it from where he was, because Duncan had already made his decision up, his mind up. That's a free kick here for Newcastle. That's a bad tackle. That's probably a yellow card here too. That's giving me a yellow card here from Garuccio. And Garuccio's an idiot too. You know, Adrian Luna, idiot for what he did. And also Garuccio's an idiot too for taking that first time on his left foot on the volley in the middle of the box. Like, he had acres of space to take it down, you know, think about his shot, and then boot into the back of the net. But instead, he said, you know what? Screw this. I'm just going to make sure this ball goes all the way over there, because I'm going to take it on my left first time and just buddy on the volley. Like, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Could easily have been 1-1. Could easily have been 2-1. But also, Jets could easily be up 2-3-0 right now. They've had the ball go in the back of the net 3 times, guys. 3 times. But 2 of them have been disallowed. So 81 minutes gone here. Still time for Melbourne City to salvage something. And still time for them to even win, to be honest with you. I don't think it's happening, but there's still definitely time. Still definitely the time, my friends. So there's an injury right now. We're just waiting for the injury. Sorry, guys. Just get the comment section back up here. There we go. So I would assume there's probably a good 4 or 5 minutes added on here, though. There's been a couple of injuries in this game. I'd assume there's about 4 or 5 minutes. How long until the game afterwards? This game finishes in 10 minutes. Okay, so the game afterwards will literally start like 5-10 minutes after. So I won't say long for after. I won't say too long afterwards. So Jets with the ball here. Petrados. They both have similar-ish hair, I guess. Great 7 says Kisnorbo should be favourite to be the next coach to lose his job in the league. 100%. There's no way I would have anybody else in the league to lose their job over him. I don't think anyone right now has necessarily too much pressure on them. Wellington Phoenix have got a lot of, leeway this year. Perth Glory, they haven't got a, chance to lose their manager. Adelaide, I wouldn't say so. Western United, I don't think so. Victory, probably not. Maybe. Brisbane Roar, definitely not. I think the only person that really there is question about right now, Melbourne City here, good chance, it should be a goal. It is right at the keeper. Oh my God. Luna has headed it. It's a good header, but right at the keeper, unfortunately. Marianne Douglas says, yeah, I'm happy with this score. Works for Sydney. Works for Brisbane Roar too. Like I said, anyone who is hoping to be a team that makes the top 6 this year and wasn't expected to make the top 6. So, for example, your Brisbane Roars, even though Brisbane Roar playing fantastic anyway. But, if you are a team like your Mariners that need teams who are already successful to fail, this is the perfect result for you guys. Because Jets aren't making the finals, and City right now, this is genuinely a significant part of their season if they lose this. Viral Sunny says 100 likes. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. So Jets here, going to put this little bad boy away. Raise the bat for 100 likes. Appreciate you guys. And it's going to be Melbourne City here with the ball. They're going to whip this one, and that's going to be a throw-in. 6 minutes to go here. I wonder if they're going to take off Ewell or O'Donovan here. I don't think so. But then again, they could take off one of them and just make it a 5-4-1. That'd be probably the safer option here for the Jets. I don't think they need Ewell and O'Donovan on right now. But then again, O'Donovan passed it to Ewell, and that'll be a corner. Pucciati says 1-0 full time. Yes. Wouldn't surprise me considering it's only 6 minutes and it's 1-0, but Jets got a corner here. Maybe they can whip a little bad boy in here and get a goal to seal the win and make it a 2-0 game. Valentino Ewell. He's had a good game today. Had an absolute shock and touch for one of the no goals, but my goodness me, he's had a good game still. He's had a good season. Valentino Ewell. Ugarkovic whips that in. That's a good corner, but it will come out, and that will go into row Z, that shot. But it will be a corner here again. Another corner here. AFL Tube says 2-1 City. Not now. The City have looked so bad this game. City honestly look like a bottom 3, bottom 4 team this year so far. It's because of Kisnorbo. But Melbourne City dead set look terrible this year. This is going to be their 3rd loss in a row if they can't get a draw here. If they can't salvage a draw against the second last place Jets, who are favourites for the spoon alongside the victory. This is a big problem here for Melbourne City. This is genuinely their season. This is genuinely probably their season if they can't salvage a draw. Save Brown says hello. Hello, mate. AFL Chips, you never know. You never know, but City don't look like they're scoring. Newcastle's still the only ones attacking here. City don't look like they're scoring. They don't look good in this game at all, and they don't look like they're going to score. They're not even attacking at all. It's all Jets. It's literally all Jets. But you're right. You never know. Jets here inside, and that's going to come away here, and City going to clear this one away. I've been saying since the 10th minute, a 1-1 draw. There'll be a free kick here for City. Fair enough. It should be a yellow card, to be honest with you. Deliberately stopped that play, but it won't be. All right. How does this game go from here, eh? Can Melbourne City salvage something, or is it going to be finishing up? It was a yellow card for Bogart, by the way. I was right. What a yellow card. I really don't know how to... honestly, Melbourne City could still sneak a draw. I can't see them winning from here on out. If they do, it's the most unfair result I've seen in, the A-League this year. But this could be a draw. Oh, man, that's poor from McLaren. Why are you first timing that? Bro, you touch that down. You try and touch it down at least. There's no point going for a header first time from outside the box, basically. That's what I'm saying. That's why City can't win this game. And, they're very lucky if they draw this game. They don't deserve shit in this game. They've been so poor. The Jets have been the dominant team by a long way. Jets deserve this win. Like I said, they've had 3 balls go into the back of the net. 2 of them being disallowed. 2 of them fairly disallowed, in my opinion. Specifically the third one. But the first one, I also agree with. But the point of the matter is that Jets have just been the dominant team by a long way. And if City got a win here, it'd be the most undeserving result, in A-League history nearly. Grade 7 says the decision-making has been atrocious. It's not been great, but It's been decent by the Jets, but it's not been that great by Melbourne City, no. And that's down to the fact that they have no direction because Kisnorbo is useless. There is so much pressure on Kisnorbo, and for good reason. And for good raison. Newcastle here with the ball. It's going to be Kutrumbis. Kutrumbis! Oh my God. O'Donovan nearly put that 2-0. He nearly put it to bed right there. He nearly put it to bed 2-0. But he will miss it, and it will go out for a goal kick here. So City need to be quick. City need to be quick. 3 minutes to go. Captain OKZ says, yep, full-time 1-0, nothing else happening. I disagree. Jets are still attacking here. I disagree. Both teams are still attacking. I think it will be 1-0, but at the same sense, I'm saying I disagree in regards to nothing else happening here. They're both still attacking here. Even the Jets are at 1-0. I wouldn't recommend them to keep attacking, but they are. And good D. Oh, Kolikovsky here with the ball. Atkinson outside the box. Gets it outside of the wing. It whips it in. Should be goal. Oh, Luna. Oh, Luna. Luna. Wow, he had so much space. That was the chance. That was the one. That was the one right there they needed to score. And he didn't score it. That was the one right there. Unfortunately, Luna has had quite a few opportunities in this game, but, you know, he cost the 1-1 potential back in the 70th or so minute. You know, he had an opportunity just a few moments ago, and then just now, he's another time has missed it. Sorry, Boom Crunch, I'm going to have to time you out, man, because obviously, you know, anyone who fakes a goal gets timed out. So, have a good one, man. Super Harambasha says, virus football championships all over the world. I'm not too sure what you mean. Like, what is that actually like referencing? Like, what's the point of that? Thanks, Brisbane Raw Post. I didn't even realize he was still here. So 1 minute to go here, and Melbourne City here with the ball still. Great 7 says, why did Bombets leave though? Ah, man. Struggles all around, man. Struggles all around. City here. Luna whips it in. Good ball. Corner. Gonna be a corner here. Gonna be a corner. I'm not too sure what the COVID football championships all over the world means. Like, what's that even saying? Like, what are you trying to say? Because this has been an enjoyable season so far. So Melbourne City here to whip this little bad boy in. Over the top, and that's going to be headed out by Newcastle. Still going to be City's ball. Whip it out to the... Oh, my God, that's lazy. Garuccio has been poor in this game. Garuccio, honestly, I would highly blame him for not going 1-1 as well. Adrian Tons in so many corners. Yeah, there is. Because both teams are attacking. Captain OKZ says, as expressions say, this is Katie Hopkins football. Alrighty. So, I would assume 4 minutes, 5 minutes added on here. So we're about to get into added time. The 90th minute has come. And it's going to be Newcastle breaking away here. O'Donovan has gone for a shot from past halfway, but it's going to be nowhere near on target. Wow, that was horrific. That was absolutely horrific there. Amka Editing and Production says, where is the goal? There's been one goal, and the Jets obviously scored it 1-0, but there's been 5 added minutes here. 5 added minutes. So still time here for a City to salvage a draw. But the Jets they're taking the tactic of, you know, the best form of defense is to attack, and they are. Petairos here, he's breaking away, gets it down to the right hand side here. Valentino Yule here, is he going to whip it in? No, he's going to go to the corner, I think. He is going to the corner. That's smart. That's smart there by Yule. Oh, he's going to keep it in, and that's going to be Melbourne City clearing it away. And Newcastle here, Kutrumbis. No, that goes straight to the keeper. There. AFL Tube says, I mean, there's time, but it just doesn't look like it's happening. Yeah, there's time for a draw. There's time for one more big chance, realistically. They'll have one more chance. It always happens in sport. They'll have one more big chance. They need to score. Here it is. No. Oh, man, it's still here. It's still on for them. This is their chance. Oh, my God. That was the chance. That was it right there. That could have been a 1-1, but it was blocked. And the Jets deserve this win here. They have been the better team, and they deserve this win. If there's any other result, it is just so rough on the Jets. Because they have clearly, utterly been the better team here. So 3.5 minutes to go, guys. 91 minutes and a half gone. Oh, City here. Atkinson outside the box. Here. And there is... it's going to be Metcalfe with the ball. City still here inside the box right now. Cut back. Oh, my God. This is poor. And now they're ripping in, and that's going to go straight to the keeper. Oh, that's so poor from Melbourne City. All right, lads. That is so poor. With 3 minutes to go here of added time. Ouch. That is poor. But don't forget, guys, smack the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. I will be smacking out the next game, which is Central Coast Mariners versus Western United. I will be doing that game as well. So definitely, obviously, stick around. Well, not stick around this stream. I'll be doing it on the separate stream, but we will be doing that next game as well, which I'm very excited for. I think it'll be a very good game between those two teams. And it's going to go out for a throw-in here. Melbourne City with 2.5 minutes to play here. Still 2.5 minutes for them to get something. AFL Chief says this has been simply crappy by City. Yeah, but this is what they've been doing all year, man. You know, they did it last week against the Mariners. They did it against Perth Glory. You know, this is just so typical City. I'm blaming Kisnorbo, son. I'm blaming the Kisnorbo. You know, there's no problem with me. Like, if City want to play like this, that's not on me. And that is horrific, bro. Like, Jamison, what are you doing taking a shot from there? Jamison taking a shot from basically halfway on the left foot was just the stupidest thing ever. So O'Donovan will come out here. They're just going to waste some time here. Kisnorbo, he looks like he's trying to remain calm, but he's not calm. So Yengi will come on here for O'Donovan. AFL Tube says, we started the season all right, but lately our form has been awful. Disagree. I think that you weren't the better team against the Brisbane Roar. I think that there was a goal in the 70th minute that was, you know, unstoppable there, but in the same sense, it was against the counter. Brisbane Roar were the better team in that game. Melbourne City didn't look great. And then who'd they play in the game after that? They played... I can't remember, actually. I can't remember who the next game was against. But they have struggled in every... Hold on. I'm going to have a look here. Who'd they play right after? Oh, they lost 2-0 to Adelaide. No, then they lost 2-0 to Adelaide, obviously. And then they won 2-1 against Western United. But Western United were the better team for the majority of the game. Yankees away here. This could be 2-0. This could be 2-0 here. This could be 2-0. Yankees away. Yankees away. Chance here. Cuts it back. Inside, Yankee. Yankee still inside here. Still here with a chance for Newcastle. And Petrados is going to lose that. That was terrible. AFL Chiefs, we beat Western United 2-1. That's something. Yes and no. Western United have their problems, but in the same sense, like, that was also still Western United's game to lose. Like, they were the better team for the majority of that game, and then City came back with 2 goals late on. Phoebe Moore says City could have lost every game. Should have lost every game, arguably. Not Western United, no. I think that Western United, they deserved at least a draw. At least a draw. And they got the win, so they were very happy with that. But the Raw, they should have lost. They did lose to Adelaide. They are going to lose to the Jets here. And they deserve to lose to the Mariners too with how they played. They're not the same team we saw last year. I tipped City to win the league this year, by the way, guys. But they are not looking the same team at all. At all. I think that is... I think that's it, is it? I think it's going to be a goal kick. So that's going to be a goal kick here, and I would safely assume that that's going to be the end of the game. I would safely assume that's going to be the end of the game here. It's a corner, actually. Wow. West United win wasn't... I wouldn't say it was a good performance. I think it was a deservable draw at minimum. But it was definitely... You know, I wouldn't say that you deserve to lose it all in that game. No, that was one of the better performances from City this year. But, you know, in the same sense, there we go, guys. That's going to be it. And City do lose 1-0, so they are now really struggling. They are really struggling. But, guys, I'm going to get... Patacat says Kisnorbo should protect his neck because the guillotine is coming for him. We all know it. I wonder how long they'll give him. I wonder how long they give him because he is done there. He is done. But, guys, I'm going to jump off. I'm streaming in 5 minutes' time on the other stream for the Western United versus Central Coast Mariners game. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you in about 5 minutes' time for the next game. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.